Talking week number 9 fantasy football. Drop your fantasy football questions, your dilemmas. We'll talk about the Thursday night football game. What a day we had out of Damian Pierce. Can we get a little...
Mashed potatoes!
Damian dropping a doozy on us in week number 9 against a really, really tough Philadelphia Eagle defense. So that was unreal. Let's go. Let's kick it off. The Fantasy Football Show. It begins now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yo, welcome to the show. Hit me with your fantasy football questions. We'll be opening up the phone lines here in just a little bit. And of course, I'll be answering all your super chats and going through everything we can to prepare all of you for the most successful and dominating week number 9 you can have. So dial on in a minute when I open up the phone lines and hit that thumb up button on the way in the door. Zeno Payne Green first in the building. You won me my league. How did we win already, bro? I'd like to know. Appreciate you all being in here. And JP's in the building. Gray, Baked In Boys, John 2K, Green's in here. Appreciate you all. Hit me with your questions. I'll take this off screen. What are we doing with the old news page up? There we go. Week 9 phone calls. Let's just open up the phone line now, shall we? Let's just open it up right now. We'll do it live. Damian Pierce to the moon. He looks unreal. Like, his numbers were good, right? His numbers were fantastic. But what looked even more impressive than his box score was his ability to just, like, carry dudes on his back. This guy runs aggressive and violent. He's a machine. He's a monster. I love him. Traded Dak. Traded Dak and Damian for Najee. Oof. No, bro. JR traded Dak and Damian. Damian who, though? Like, you're spelling it wrong if it's Damian Pierce. Who is this? Damian who? For Najee. I hope you didn't trade Damian Pierce, bro. I hope you didn't trade Damian Pierce. Let us know, JR. We'll make you take a little lap on that one. Not going to lie. Pierce is a freak. He's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I hope you didn't trade Damian Pierce, bro. All right, so file on in. Phone lines are open. Let's go.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
No, JR, we asked you what Damian did you trade. I hope it wasn't Damian Pierce, bro. Damian Harris, let's see here. Damian Harris, okay. Dak and Damian Harris for, I figured that was it. For Najee. I don't know. You're live in the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to? Hello?
Hey, this is Steven.
For Smitty, press 1. What's up, man? Hello?
Hey,
you there, bro? We on Cricket Wireless? What's going on? Hello? Yes, Steven. We're waiting on you, bro. The spotlight's on you, bro.
Oh.
It's your time to shine.
Hello,
Palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti.
Nothing was cutting off. I don't know if my sound wasn't picking up. That's my bad.
What can we do for you?
I just wanted to talk to you about a trade I just made. I wanted to see if it was cool or not. I did Swift, Connor, and Deion Jackson for Eckler.
Swift, Connor, Deion. What do you think? How do you think you did?
I think I did good because I did it.
I mean, if you hit a home run out of the ballpark, do you go home and ask Grandma, how'd I do, Grandma? You think I did okay? I think you did pretty good. I think you knocked that one out of the park, son. I think you did good. I mean, I think you came in here to flex.
Got him.
Whoa. I think you came in here to flex, but that's okay, Steven. Because when you drop fire like you just dropped, you got Austin Eckler for, what was it again? Swift? Who?
Swift, Connor, and Deion Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you know you crushed it. Why are you even asking like that? Instead, you should, let's start over, okay? Because you kind of had a spotty start anyway. You were choppy.
Okay.
You weren't.
Okay.
Why don't you call it? Ready? Let's pretend you just called up, and I want you to say, Smitty, I just crushed it. I just made this trade. Go ahead.
Okay, sure.
Hello, it's the Fantasy Football Show.
Hey, Smitty.
Who's this?
This is Steven. I wanted to call in real quick because I just crushed this trade, man.
Bro, what'd you do?
I just got Eckler for Swift, Connor, and Deion Jackson.
Got him.
You got him good, bro. Nice job. I'm proud of you. I'm a
Thanks,
little surprised and a little concerned that you don't know that you got him. But that's okay. We'll get there. Baby steps, okay? First, you learn how to smash trades. Second, you learn how to recognize.
You really helped me, bro.
You did good, bro.
No, because last year you told me to make a trade, and I won my league because of it.
Attaboy.
So I'm already sold onto the show. So everything I've done this year is whatever advice you're giving, and I'm smoking my league right now.
You are. You're smoking the trade pack right now. Look, hey, the people in the chat have already given you a nickname that you can't get rid of. I'm sorry. It is Second Chance Steven. Second
Chance Steven? I love it.
Yeah. Bro, because you came in with the fire on that second one. Anything else I can help you with, Steven? How can we further assist you in your world domination?
I guess I would run through my team and talk about what else I can do, but I don't really think I can do anything else.
Yeah, I think you're smoking your league. What's your team? Read your team off real quick. You got Eckler now.
All right, sure. It's a 12-team full PPR with 2 flexes. I have Burrow. My running backs are Chubb, Eckler, and ETN. And then my wide receivers are Cup, Waddle, and T. Higgins. And then I have Everett as my tight end.
Come on, bro.
Okay. Yeah, that's you asked.
Who's your tight end? You said
Everett.
Okay. So I mean, you're crushing it, bro. Actually, before that trade, you were good, but after that trade, it's like silly. Do you have vetoes in your league? Like, does it take like 10 grandmas to overturn one of those trades, or is it?
Oh no, we have vetoes. I have had trades vetoed, but
bro, how are you gonna veto a trade when you have 10 grandmas in the league, or at least 10 or 11? They don't have like Wi-Fi. They don't have like phones, smartphones. Like, you literally just get away with every trade possible, right? I mean, and
I also drafted way better than them, so it helped a lot.
Yeah. All right, Steven, I appreciate you.
Thanks to the show.
Hey, thanks to you. Appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you, Smitty.
Later. Keep crushing it. Later. God, Second Chance Steven was on fire. That's hey, everybody stop clowning on his league though, because not everybody plays in leagues where, there are 11 other sharks in it, Like, he's doing good work. He's winning cash money. Let's go to Baked In Boys. Baked In Boys, you're live.
Hey, I'm live.
You're live, Baked In Boys.
Hey, how's it going?
It's good.
Baked In Boys.
What can we do for you?
Okay, so let me read off my team. I kind of have 2 questions, just a simple start sit, and then should I try to make any moves?
Okay.
Burrow is my quarterback. I'm the Jonathan Taylor owner, which has been drama.
Yeah.
So at this time, I have him on my bench. This week, I also benched Pierce, which might have been a mistake.
Woo! Might have been. Yeah, maybe.
I have the Eagles defense, and I was assuming the Eagles were going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, they won, and they did have some turnovers, so it wasn't a horrible play.
Yeah.
I have through trades, I have Christian McCaffrey, but he's on a bye, so I'm starting ETN, Walker, and Stevenson.
Okay, so
and my other running back is Taylor and Pierce.
Okay, so it wasn't like you made you can't say you made a mistake. I mean, Stevenson or Pierce, like, I can tell you, everybody in this chat right now that's about to say, "Oh, he benched Pierce. What a moron! Can't believe he did it." Like, before kickoff, people were contemplating this one hardcore. So
fire though, too. So I kind of just, to be honest with you, I think Pierce is probably the better running back in general, but Stevenson is just absolutely.
Yeah, you
lights it
can't
up.
rip on anybody for considering Stevenson over Pierce or Pierce over Stevenson. Those are two monsters right there, bro. So no harm, no foul. So you got JT, CMC, ETN, Stevenson, and Walker and Pierce.
Yeah, those are my running backs.
What, how many man league is this?
It's 10 teams.
Yeah, I mean still.
Well, my team is pretty stacked, but then other teams are stacked too.
Okay, who are your wide receivers? Because you better not have like Cooper Kupp.
All right, I do not have Cooper Kupp, and also the Cooper Kupp owner will never ever trade. I've been thinking about that. The Cooper Kupp owner will never ever trade Cooper Kupp no matter what. He's a huge Washington State fan.
Let's hear your wide.
Cooper Kupp went to Washington.
Let's hear your wide receivers, bro. Hit me with it.
My wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Chris Olave, and CeeDee Lamb, who's on a bye this week.
St. Brown. St. Brown, Olave.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill is my wide receiver.
And who's your tight end number one?
Oh.
Who?
Good question. So right now I have Gerald Everett. I picked up Isaiah Likely off the waiver wire, and I've been running Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
I've been trying to convince the Travis Kelce. So here's one of my questions. I've been trying to convince the Travis Kelce owner to do a trade because I think that'd be probably tight end is probably where I could upgrade.
You know, everybody in the chat's like,
and it's been difficult. The Travis Kelce owner probably would trade me Travis Kelce for McCaffrey and Lamb, which I think is like too much.
Bro,
but I am pretty deep at running.
Bro, can you not see where your surplus is? I mean, do I have to? Is somebody else going to tell them? I mean, you've got JT. First of all, let's put it in blocks. The players that you shouldn't trade. Okay, ETN, CMC, Walker. Are you only starting? You're starting two flexes. Is that right? You're starting two running backs.
No, I'm not starting. It's one flex, but it's three wide receivers.
Three wide receivers, two running backs, one flex. Okay, so here are
and one quarterback.
Yeah, here are the three no trade players: CMC, ETN, Walker. You have Pierce, Stevenson, and JT to mess around with to try and get another Tyreek Hill upgrade from like Higgins, or you just go with Hill, Higgins, and St. Brown, and you get like an Andrews or a Kelce. But like this is where you've got JT, Pierce, and Stevenson. Don't be messing with CMC, ETN, and Walker. You know, and I like Pierce. I'm okay if you want to go Pierce instead of like Walker, and you want to trade. But I keep one of them maybe. But trade JT for. I mean, you can't trade JT and like any tight end that they want for Kelce or Andrews.
Maybe Andrews. I haven't tried Andrews.
I mean, try it.
And I might do that, to be honest with you. I'm a little less high on Andrews than you are because I've had him in the past. And he's awesome, or he could just completely disappear on you.
Then trade.
Whereas Travis Kelce is extremely consistent.
Like the chat
That's
saying.
The other one I've had before is George Kittle. That's who he kind of reminds me of.
Like the chat saying.
George Kittle could score 30 fantasy points on a good day, or he could score 3.
Like the chat saying, trade JT and T. Higgins for one top 3 wide receiver, and then I bet you anything, somebody that owns.
Would you try to package Higgins and Lamb for Kelce?
Wait, you have Lamb too?
Yeah, my wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Amon-Ra, St. Brown.
This is like when somebody comes to the collection.
Olave and Lamb.
This is like someone asking for money that's like a millionaire. Like, what are we doing here, bro? What do we do? You know, there are people here waiting in line that need desperate help, and you've got this dilemma here that's like rubbing salt in the wound of everybody that's lost Javonte and Hall and Chase all on the same team. Look.
Yeah, I thought my draft wasn't that good because I got sniped on Javonte and Hall. That was my plan A.
Yeah. Well.
And Jonathan Taylor was my plan A. So I've executed some other trades.
Yeah, bro. You don't.
And just your advice. like getting ETN and Walker when nobody was thinking about that was unbelievable advice. So just thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. It did you good. Now go trade.
That's why my team is so strong. I have those guys when other people's running backs are just not nearly as good as that. The people. So that's what you're saying is exactly right.
Okay.
You would think that the team that had Cooper Kupp and Javonte and Josh Allen would be just smoke me.
Okay,
but,
so I'm gonna let you go because the show. There's people that need help. You don't need help. Go get Josh Allen. Go get Mahomes using Burrow and Lamb or Burrow and JT or Burrow and Pierce or Burrow whatever, bro. Just don't touch Hill. Don't touch Walker. Don't touch ETN. Don't touch CMC. Or go get Andrews or go get Justin Jefferson using, Lamb and JT or Higgins and JT, preferably Higgins and JT. I probably wouldn't touch St. Brown either because you're not going to get enough for him. So go on your way. Come back once you have something that we can actually say yes, press yes or no on.
What's the most you think I should extend to try to get Kelsey?
I'd give up Lamb. I'd give up Higgins and JT in a heartbeat for Kelsey in your situation. You have a surplus. I'd give up Olave and Lamb for Kelsey. I'd give up JT and Olave for Kelsey. I'd give up Higgins. I think I already said Higgins and JT. I'd give up Pierce and Higgins for Kelsey. Like you have a surplus. Okay. You can afford to do this. And Josh Allen's probably even more important. You go get Josh Allen, and I love Burrow, but you get Josh Allen using Burrow and like Higgins or Burrow and I love Burrow. I love Burrow, but Josh Allen's like on another level, All right, bro.
Yeah.
Call back when you have something.
So his team is in trouble right now.
Yeah, go get him.
Maybe that'd be good advice too.
Yeah, come back when you have something tangible that you can press yes on, and we'll celebrate. All right.
Okay. Thank you for the advice.
Yeah. And any word on you are an attorney at law, right? Correct?
I am, yeah.
You are. So this is one of our...
I still think Kamara is risky.
So
so far he's panned out.
Do you think that Kamara's looking... do you think that do you believe that tape is still getting leaked? Because we got less... we're almost halfway through the season. At some point we got to be like,
I'm a little...
It ain't.
There's still definitely a risk there. I'm a little surprised that we haven't heard anyone say anything. Not only the tape hasn't been leaked, but just no one's made any mention of that at all whatsoever.
Deshaun Watson, a couple more things come up on Deshaun Watson before. Do you think anything arises? Do you think another case gets, or claim gets filed against him before Week 11 passes?
That's also a great question. That's another one. We think we've heard the extent of it because we've heard so many people, but there's also this chance that even during this time off, I just don't think the dude's learned his lesson. So I think that the actual risk with him is that he's just not going to stop doing the stuff that got him in trouble in the first place.
That could be it.
It doesn't have to be something that happened a year ago. It can be something that happened this week.
Man, can you imagine that? That'd be awful for poor Browns fans.
I think Watson's also a high risk, but Watson's not someone you're drafting in the first round. You're picking him up off your waiver wire.
Yeah.
So you probably already have a quarterback on your team, and in that, I was considering, just throw him on there just because he could be. He is. The problem with Watson is he's also one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Well, we haven't seen him play in a while,
picking up one of the best possible players. If your quarterback got injured and you picked up Watson off the waiver wire and he starts to dropping like 20 fantasy points a week, that's going to be a league-winning move.
Yeah, he's still available every week on the waiver wire video. I put it out there. I have it here right in front of you guys. Watson, I put him right here. You need to make sure if you need a quarterback, you're grabbing him.
Joe Burrow, and he's the most sacked quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I've been thinking about that.
All right, bro. I got to let you run. Appreciate you.
I think Watson's a high risk. You're getting him for free,
Yeah. All right, bro. Come back when you got something.
Okay.
All right, later.
Take care.
Yep. That's baked in, boys. Baked in, boys. Attorney at law. Baked in, boys. Traded Fournette for JT. I could get behind that. I could get behind that risk. Is there risk involved? Absolutely. Is there risk involved on either side? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial into thy show. Put the number on screen here for you. And let me see if there are any super chats that need addressing. There is one from, this one's from Faith. JJ, Gino, Dallas, D for Josh Allen. Depends on who you got, bro, because, I mean, you look at it like this. JJ goes ahead of Josh Allen, you know, if you're drafting today. Now, I always talk about how quarterback values are skewed because once the season kicks off, boom, everybody's trading and valuing them higher. But even if you're using the current mid-season value of Josh Allen, which is top 15 overall, guaranteed, you're still drafting JJ ahead of Josh Allen. So it kind of depends on who you got at quarterback. If Gino's your starter, I don't know. I mean, Josh Allen can carry you week in and week out. It is a tough decision. And Dallas D's pretty good too. What's up, Ron Navy?
What's up, Smitty?
So you landed a couple winners tonight on the Underdog Fantasy promo code Smitty. Match up to $100 in your first deposit. Ron Navy sent me 2 graphics where he's cleaning up. You had like all the overs on the Eagle players and an over on Dameon Pierce. You had 2 winning tickets on the 20-time multipliers, right?
Yep, $1,200 worth.
Ron Navy cashing in 1,200 bills. Let's take this caller real quick, Ron, and you can tell me what's on your mind. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. I guess you're not. You hung up. Ron, would you rather have JJ, Geno Smith, and Dallas D, Justin Jefferson, Geno Smith, and the Dallas D, or Josh Allen? And you know you don't have any other information. You just got to roll with it.
Oh, man. I'd rather have Josh Allen, I think.
Isn't it funny how the values of quarterbacks are... I just did that video. I don't know if you saw it, but the values of quarterbacks after week 1 kicks off are different than the draft day values, and it tells you that they're undervalued. You know, you wouldn't draft Josh Allen number 3 overall. You wouldn't, Ron. And yet right now you would take him number 3 overall mid-season. So it's just such a funny... It's not that you're wrong. It's that people on draft day let the other analysts and hogwash that they see... brainwash him into thinking early quarterback is dumb. It's not.
Well, it's always a given. Everybody is brainwashed because they're like, okay, well, the quarterbacks will go round 3 at the earliest, the top one, so I can get my top running back and top receiver first. And until people get out of that and start going with the quarterback, the top, 3 or 4 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It won't.
I will say
smart people.
I will say my answer to this is this. I personally would take JJ over Josh Allen in the draft, but Josh Allen is very much higher ranked than he is to most people in my mind. Like I would value him around top 10. He's just that good. But JJ I'd take like 3, 4, or 5 overall. So I would do this trade, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm satisfied with Geno as my quarterback. I'm probably still trying to make moves. But value-wise, I would take it, but I wouldn't fault anybody for not taking it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to look. Allen's going to get more points than any of your top running backs or receivers.
Yeah.
He just is. He's the quarterback. He's going to get more points overall in the season.
Yeah. So you got to weigh out like, okay, so is Geno and JJ going to outscore Josh Allen and the wide receiver you're now going to have on a weekly basis? All that does matter, and you need to factor it in. But here's another super chat. 6-2, 12-man PPR. Just traded Cordero Patterson and DJ Moore for Kenneth Walker. I like that. I like that a lot. You don't even know what you're getting in Cordero Patterson. DJ Moore is good, exciting, but he's still like, a bouncing back commodity. Like you don't know from week to week what DJ Moore is going to bring you. feels like he's got wide receiver 2 value at least written all over him going forward. They said that they wanted him to be the focal point of the franchise and offense with the departure of Christian McCaffrey. It looks like they're true to their word because he's been that ever since McCaffrey was traded. But it still doesn't touch the value that Walker has. So I very much like the Walker side of this trade. Your team is now Eckler, Walker, Zeke, D. Adams, Lamb, Hopkins, Goddard, Schultz, Odell Beckham Jr. Why do people have Odell Beckham Jr.? I don't understand the Odell Beckham Jr. thing. Why are people picking him up, Ron? He's not going to be ready till like mid-December.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you waiting on, guys? This is like the Jameson Williams stuff. Like, I love Jameson Williams. I talked him up a lot, for Dynasty purposes. But, like, people were, like, scooping him up, like, weeks ago. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's not going to be remotely ready. Either is Odell Beckham Jr. Even if Odell gets on the field, look how hard it was. He tore his ACL, like, very late. Look how hard it was for Godwin to get to where Godwin is right now. People think Odell's just going to walk right onto the field and play. Yeah, you don't, there's nothing you can do with your team other than trade Zeke and maybe like Schultz, or I'd keep Goddard. Zeke and Schultz maybe for like a tiny, like overall a better player like Pittman or something. Other than that, Joshua, your team is absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't really even touch it, to be honest with you. We got a caller on the phone. You're on with Ron, Navy, and Smitty, unless you hung up. Why is everybody hanging up? You're on the line with Ron and Smitty. You're live. What's up?
Smitty, how you doing, man? This is Paul from Faith Life Sports.
From who?
I figured I'd call in.
Paul from who?
I just dropped a super chat. I was talking about Josh Allen.
Oh, Faith Life. Okay, gotcha. Right here. Yeah, the JJ Josh Allen guy. Okay.
Yeah, so I got Gio at quarterback. I've been using him all year. And then I got Walker, Stevenson, Pierce. And then I got White and Pacheco at running backs. And then my receivers, I got Tyreek, JJ, Olave, and Godwin. And then I got Andrews and Likely at tight end. And then I got the Eagles D, and I just picked up the Dallas D. Somebody dropped him, so I just grabbed it off the waiver wire. So that's why I was thinking maybe I'd go try to get Allen. And
okay, so you have JJ. I don't think I'm trading JJ myself. But can you trade one of the other guys? Like, can you trade? You got Tyreek Hill, you said. Can you trade Tyreek Hill for him at least? Some people might say they'd rather have Tyreek Hill. Like, and I get that. I'm not mad at that. But I'd personally rather trade Tyreek Hill for JJ or for Josh Allen than trade JJ. Now, Tyreek Hill has been better than JJ in some scoring formats, right? So I could understand, not wanting to make that trade. But if it's me, let's see. Let me look at wide receiver scoring. On the year in this specific league, I got pulled up right here. On the season, Hill is number 1. So that makes me think you could maybe even get more. So if you trade Hill on the perceived value that he's better than JJ, and he's outscored JJ, so technically he is better, right, you could maybe get something back. Like, what's he have that you can get back?
Yeah, he's got like maybe Singletary. He's got Kamara and Singletary. He's got kind of some string wide receivers. I don't really have anybody too good. He's got Kelsey. I'll have to look, but yeah, that's a good thought.
I mean, and again, there might be people in the chat that are going to say, Smitty, I'd rather have Tyreek Hill. He's number 1. What are you talking about? But like, JJ's already had his bye week. Tyreek Hill is not. There's a lot to factor in. I just think going forward, it doesn't matter how good Hill's done, in the previous weeks. Going forward, I'd draft JJ ahead of Tyreek Hill, but that's me.
What are your thoughts on Godwin, man? Like, I can't trade Godwin. I'm trying to put him with somebody and trying to pick people up. I cannot trade him, and I kind of got I don't know, my league's definitely a little different, but what's your thoughts on Godwin's value?
You said you had Stevenson?
Yeah.
Maybe trade Godwin and Stevenson for one slightly better running back. Who are your running backs?
Walker, Pierce, and Stevenson are the guys I kind of play. I only start 2, but I usually start 2 of those guys, and then I got Pacheco and White.
Pierce, Stevenson. What about what do you think, Ron? What could he trade Godwin and Pierce for, or Godwin and Stevenson for? Godwin and Stevenson for like a Chubb.
I tried to get Swift a couple weeks ago, and the guy kind of was like, "No way." I was like, "Really?"
I mean, I'd take Swift straight up for Godwin, sure. But I don't know if I'd be throwing Stevenson in. I'd probably rather have Stevenson than Swift right now.
No, I offered him Pearson Godwin for Swift. He said no. I guess I got lucky.
Ron, would you take Derrick Henry for Pierce? I mean, you take Derrick Henry for Pearson Godwin. I think anybody would. So, try going after like CMC, Barkley, Eckler, Henry, Chubb, Kamara, and then it kind of drops off to where Pierce, you might want to start throwing in Stevenson instead of Pierce to try and get maybe a running back that's like, I don't know. Ron, you got any thoughts?
Yeah, I'd stay as far away from Swift as possible. So that's a good thing he didn't get Swift. That would have been terrible.
True that.
Yeah, I agree. If you have Swift, it's one thing, but
I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you.
Yeah, Godwin and Stevenson for Adams. Someone said I'd take that in a heartbeat.
All right, let's see what I can do, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Later.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Let's see here. This guy had another. Let's see this super chat here. He wanted to know if I had any other recommendations for his team. Eckler, Walker. No, I think I already said I'd keep this team. This team's absolute fire. I just don't know if I'm holding Odell Beckham Jr. I don't understand that. Another super chat, Ron. Feel like a fool for starting Devontae Smith now. Now should I start Palmer instead of Godwin, since Palmer is in a better spot? I wouldn't feel like a fool, bro. These are 50-50 calls. Smith could have 100 yards and a touchdown, and then you're saying I feel like a fool I didn't start Devontae Smith. I mean, that's woulda, shoulda, coulda game. But you got to
Smith.
You what?
Good 1 week, and then he goes to, Brown the next week. So
yeah, would you start? I mean, I wouldn't sit Godwin for. Well, I mean, I don't know.
I'd start Palmer over Godwin.
You would?
Yeah, because who else is Herbert going to throw to?
Yeah, no, I feel good about it.
Everett, Palmer, Carter. I mean, yeah. I mean, Palmer's going to be the main guy there.
Yeah, and I do feel like Herbert's going to bounce back. So it's a tough one though. What does the chat think? Godwin or Joshua Palmer in week number 9? Who would you start? Let's get some group think for Mar. Mar, don't feel. I mean, I was saying Devontae Smith and Palmer were like neck and neck, bro. So like I believe I made similar moves in one league and then the other way in other leagues. Like it's not like I didn't start Devontae Smith in a league or two. I did. So don't get too mad on yourself. Rock out. What's up, my man?
What's up? What are you thinking about Swift, even if he plays this week?
I mean, the coming from the staff, it's like we gave him too many carries. Like, how do you? We got a lot of Godwin votes, mostly Godwin votes on that. But again, it's really close between Godwin and Joshua Palmer. I like both of them. So rock out to answer your what?
Godwin, they're playing the Rams. That's a tough defense.
Yeah,
who's San Diego?
They're vulnerable though. I mean, the Niners just worked them.
Yeah, McCaffrey worked them.
What do you guys think of Swift? Or Ron, what do you think of Swift going forward? Like, I understand you don't want to trade for him, but if you own him, are you like starting him, or are you starting like a guy like? I mean, you'd start like Foreman over him, right?
It depends who I have to start, but if I have two better backs to start over him, I mean, I'd only consider him maybe in a flex if I needed a flex. I just can't trust him right now because I don't know what his usage is going to be, and I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
In some situations, you start him. In other situations, you wouldn't. I mean, it depends on your team makeup.
Yeah. Rock out, I would say, like, do you own Swift or are you trying to go get him?
I have Swift. I also have Herbert as my flex.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta play him if you don't have any, solid options. You can't just throw anybody in there. But if you had like a Foreman or you had Khalil Herbert's even a thought over him if you were in that spot. But it sounds like you have Swift as your running back 2 and Khalil Herbert as your running back 3. Is that right?
Yeah, and then I got Kamara.
Who's your running back 4?
I got Brian Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, if Swift plays, he practiced this week. He's practicing, so that's a good sign that he's playing. But if they end up sitting him, like if he has a setback or they just don't feel comfortable playing him, then it's tough, bro. It's tough.
You're starting Kamara, aren't you?
What are we all tripping on, David? What are we all tripping on?
I got Kamara, running back 1, then I got Swift at running back 2 so far.
What are we all tripping on, bro? What are you talking about, David? I don't know what you're saying. Oh no, Swift is a disaster. Absolute disaster, bro. If I could trade Swift, I don't even know which one I want. JT or Swift or JT. They're both a disaster. They're both two of the biggest busts in fantasy football. Just absolute horrible bust, bro. We got a $20 hauler. Hold on, guys. I apologize, but we got to help this man. We got to help Trucker. Trucker dropping a 20 watt on screen. Trucker says, gentlemen, 10-team PPR keeper league, 6-2, and projected to win this week. Would you hold or make any trades starting Brady, Eckler, Kamara, Adams, Evans, Palmer, Stevenson, Kirk? His bench is Zach Wilson, Jeff Wilson, Singletary, Deion Jackson, Cooks, Cooper, Garrett Wilson. I mean, your only decision, you're starting every single player you named, from Eckler, Kamara, Adams, Evans, and Stevenson, and Kirk, and Palmer. The only thing you could consider doing is if Deion Jackson is starting and JT sits, I would maybe take out Palmer or Kirk for Deion Jackson, but that's it. I'd probably take out Kirk, even though I do like Kirk, but I'd start Deion Jackson over Kirk. And I think to Ron Navy's point, Palmer's a good play in this scenario. Garrett Wilson's good too. Cooper's okay too. I mean, you're kind of struggling there picking that last spot. But Deion gets locked in. If he's starting, he gets locked in. Am I wrong on that, guys?
No, I think you're right on.
Yeah.
I would have taken out Kirk too.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a bad option. It's just, Tom T, welcome to the loyalty membership.
I love Kirk, but he just hasn't performed lately. In like several weeks, he hasn't performed. So,
okay, David.
Kind of iffy on Kirk nowadays.
David's talking about Drake's new album. I don't know. I don't have time for that. I'm too old for Drake's new album. That stuff's. I'm done with that. I don't have time for that. You know what music I roll to? And rock out music. That's what I dance to. That's all I got time for, the only music. Hey, we got another 20. Thank you, Trucker, for the super chat. Your team's fantastic. What can we say? What can we say that hasn't already been said every week in the standings, bro? The standings speak for themselves. This one is G-Money, $20. G-Money says to us, gentlemen, hey, Smitty, 12 and gentlemen, 12-team, 0.5 PPR, 5-3. He's trucking along. I know he's been hit with some injuries. He's still 5-3. Good job. In third place, congrats, Burrow, JT, Khalil Herbert, Curtis Samuel, Sun God, Tunyon. That's rough. Man, it's 5-3. I gotta say, D-Money, you're doing some good work here. 5-3, third place, and you've been hit with injuries hardcore. What does he do with this team? His flex is Damian Harris. Bench, Eno Benjamin. Knox, Rashad White, Gesicki, Likely. Mike Williams, IR. Hollywood, IR. I think he lost Javante. I think he lost Brees. I think he's been hit so hard. I don't know what to advise him to even do because you can't sell high on Burrow. You could try, but I'm probably not going to get what you want. JT, you can't sell him. Khalil Herbert, you're not getting anything. You're to sell him, and you should just keep him. Curtis Samuel, I didn't even know Curtis Samuel was in the league still. Sun God, you're not selling high on him, but I love him. I don't know what to tell him. What would you guys do if you had this team? Burrow? Divide Burrow up, try and get something for Burrow and go a little bit light at quarterback? I mean, that's his only play, right? Burrow, JT, Herbert, Curtis Samuel, Sun God, St. Brown. And then I like Likely a little bit. I mean, do you like Likely over Damian Harris? Damian Harris is questionable again. Eno Benjamin is going to maybe get a lot of his work taken. Rashad White, I mean, he might start Likely this week. I don't know. That's tough.
Well, Andrews is still a little banged up, and they don't know. And plus, they're down a receiver, and Likely can fill a receiver spot. So I'd start Likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Benjamin, if Connor comes back.
Hey, G-Money, call in. Yeah. Maybe G-Money can jump on the line with us. You feel I should start Olave over Palmer, Smitty? I would start Olave, period. I don't put Olave on the bench. Mike Thomas is out. Mike Thomas has been out, so it's not like. And this is a guy right now, Alex Cruz, on the phone. He's the number one Patient Zero YouTube exclusive member. And this guy is a Saints fan. He's blind to it. Don't tell him I said this, but he's completely blind when it comes to anything Saints. But this guy will tell you.
Always no one option.
This guy will tell you, you don't bench Olave. What's up, Alex?
Don't do it, man.
Hey, I heard that.
Yeah. Olave's going to be good.
Well, what was the question? Listen, if there's a Saints question, I can tell you anything you need to know about the team. I'm locked in. You need to know anything? Got you.
Okay, Alex, hold on one second. We got a caller on the phone here. Is this G-Money?
No. This is not G-Money.
Oh, bro. I don't mean to sound disappointed. All right, you got 20 You got 20 seconds. We're waiting on G-Money to call. You got 20 seconds. Hit us real quick with your question. Go.
All right, for sure. Appreciate it. So this is my big thing right now. I ended up trading Waddle. I traded Waddle.
3, 2. Oh, he cursed. He cursed. The monetization rules. Hang up. That's on him, bro. He shouldn't have done that. We warned him. We warned you. You call in and you drop a curse word and you screw up my monetization. You get cut off.
Smitty, I have a question though.
Yeah.
You said to take this trade earlier. I want to run it by you again, and I want to see what everybody in the chat thinks.
All right.
You said it's a go ahead and do ETN.
He sounds like he's blaming
Higgins.
me. Okay, ETN and Higgins
for JJ and Connor. You said that you like it. Just want to get a second opinion and to see how everybody feels in the chat about it. Because it's a big trade. I mean, that's
I take JJ and Connor, and that's coming from an ETN, believing monster.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
You can call back one more time, Mum. We'll give you one more chance, bro. And you should have known. If you didn't know, that's because you weren't watching the show enough. Go ahead. Sorry, Alex.
Before they say I'm in a 14 league with grandmas, like my other two backs are Taylor and Swift. And I'm kind of getting worried if I trade ETN away. Taylor doesn't play. Swift is banged up. Connor is still banged up. It's really risky room, you know?
Boys, rock out and Ron Navy. In a vacuum, do you take ETN and Higgins or JJ and Connor?
Yeah, in a vacuum.
And Higgins. I like ETN and Higgins myself.
Yeah.
I like JJ, but I don't like Connor with him.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling Connor right now.
Yeah, but I feel like because Connor's back at all.
I have Swift. I have Swift and JT.
The chat pretty much likes the ETN side for the most part. I just think JJ. Look, Connor coming back. You're getting enough production out of him. Potential touchdowns. If Connor's on the field and healthy, I don't care how good Eno Benjamin's doing. They love Connor, and so
I think the offense will get a little better.
Yeah, so I think Connor's going to be scoring touchdowns again. I know people don't want to believe it. I don't even love Connor, but I could recognize when. So I don't know. Whoever I added on the phone, who is that?
Hey, this is Kobe.
Okay, you got a lot of background noise, bro. Everything we're hearing, it sounds like you got a walkie-talkie in the background. I don't know if you got the radio up or the radio up, the show up or something. I'm not sure what that noise is.
People are starting to.
Yeah, just mute it for now if you could, just real quick. So I would take JJ, and I'd take JJ and Connor, and this is coming from the biggest ETN believer. I love ETN, boys.
Yeah.
I love ETN. But
Yeah.
I mean,
JJ's the best player in the deal.
yeah, JJ I'd take in the top 5.
I would have JJ and Diggs.
Okay, who is that said they were on the phone?
This is Kobe.
Kobe, they want to call you Walkie-Talkie Tom. Let's see. Walkie-Talkie Kobe. I don't know if that goes, but we'll let it fly. All right, what can we do for you, bro?
All right, this is the team. I just got a quick question. How do you think I should adjust this?
Oh, hello. Yes.
Lamar Jackson, JT,
Lamar
Stevenson.
I just added a caller. If you could mute yourself, or we're gonna hang up on you. Appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not you, the other guy. Okay, Lamar, go ahead. Lamar, who?
Lamar, JT, Stevenson, Devontae Adams, Waddle, Kelsey, Damian Pierce.
Waddle, Kelsey, and Pierce. Okay, great team.
Okay. And on the bench, I have Jackson, B-Rob, and Kadarius Toney. What adjustments do you think I should make with that lineup?
Well, I mean, nothing.
What moves do I should make?
This is a great lineup. If JT doesn't play, then obviously you put in Jackson. But I mean, it's fantastic, bro. I mean, what can we tell you? I don't think you can divide and conquer anything. You're just gonna, fill one spot with a spot that's already got a decent player in it. Like you look good.
Because the owner of Diggs and Tariq Hill, both of them said they're accepting offers. And I asked them what players are they interested in, and they said the package with Ramondre Stevenson. And I was like, who can I package with Stevenson to try to get Hill or Diggs?
Well, the only guy I'm willing to throw in at all, I mean, obviously I have to throw B-Rob in, but Stevenson and Waddle for one player. But does that really make your team better? I don't know. Would rock out Ron Navy, Alex Cruz? Would any of you three take Diggs over Stevenson and Waddle, or is that too costly?
I'm only going to add in Waddle. I was trying to sweeten without adding Waddle.
Well,
Waddle and Stevenson or Diggs?
Yeah. Diggs or Waddle and Stevenson?
Oh man, that's pretty good. Oh man. Ooh. So the bye weeks, they all have their bye weeks coming up, right? Like, or no, Diggs had his bye week already.
Diggs is bye week free. Stevenson's bye week is in week 10.
Waddle's man, that's pretty close. I think I'd stick with Diggs. I think I'd take Diggs probably.
I think I'd rather have Stevenson and Waddle because Waddle's close enough. Like the way I look at it is Waddle's close enough to Diggs. I'm not saying I'd take Waddle over Diggs or anything like that, but he's close enough that like if Stevenson like flops, you're still not getting crushed on the trade. You're a little disappointed in yourself because you have Waddle going up against Diggs each week, and you're like, dang it. But if like Stevenson lands, then bro, you've got yourself some value on that side. So it's kind of the safe way to go.
He's got JT on his team, and if JT doesn't work out,
thanks, Brad.
He could still be okay with Stevenson and Waddle. But if he got rid of Stevenson, then he might be in some trouble if JT just like doesn't play.
Yeah, Stevenson's better, bro. All right, hey, I got to let you go, pal. Thanks for calling, but Stevenson and Waddle, I think, is the better option. Unless Ron Navy or Rockout, you got something else you want to add real quick?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll go Waddle and Stevenson.
I got too many people on the
He
phone.
said he's willing to add in Raheem Mostert in the deal. Does that change anything, or is it still Stevenson and Waddle?
Maybe. Mostert and Diggs?
Mostert and Diggs for Stevenson and Waddle. Or Tariq
Is this
Hill.
guy on the phone with you, or is he next to you right now? Like, how'd you get that?
We're texting him.
Oh, you're dude. That's quick. This dude's working a trade on the fly. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I've been looking this up all day.
What do you guys think, Mostert? I mean, he's injury prone and he could leave you hanging in 2 weeks from now. But like Mostert's in there. Right, I know they traded for Jeff Wilson, but Mostert's in the lineup right now. Mostert's doing good work. Is Diggs and Mostert better than Waddle and Stevenson? It might be.
It's very close. It's very close.
I think the most. You know what? I try and flip Mostert too. That way you get into another kind of Stevenson type player. I do that trade. That one. I do that. Diggs is worth it. Plus you got the bye week out of the way. What's your record?
Undefeated.
Oh, jeez. 8-0.
Oh, yeah, you can do it. And plus, Buffalo with their playoff loop. Yeah.
Yeah, get Diggs. Go get Diggs and Mostert. I like it.
Yeah, pick up Jeff Wilson.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right, man. Later. All right, Alex, Rockout, and Ron Navy, hang tight real quick. We got one other caller on the phone that I want to help real quick. Go ahead, pal. What's your name?
My name's Isaac. Mumbo, to the Mumbo.
They call you Mumble?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try not to live up to your name. Because I won't be able to hear you, bro.
Sorry about that.
Okay, what can we do for you, Mumble?
All right. So I have Joe Burrow, Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake, Justin Jefferson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Higbee. Flex, I have Andrews in flex right now because I don't know if he's going to play or not. And then on the bench, I have Lamar Jackson, A.J. Dillon, Eno Benjamin, Saquon Barkley's on bye, and Isaiah Pacheco, Hilliard, and Marquise Brown on IR. I'm 6-2. It's full PPR going up against the 7-1 team, so I'm second going up against the 7-1 team. I'm just wondering if maybe I should start like Lamar Jackson. I pretty much got my second L because I traded away Waddle for Saquon Barkley and Lamar.
Traded away Waddle for You traded away Waddle for Saquon and Lamar?
Saquon, Lamar, and Juju. So that's how I got Juju, and that's when I got my second L. Like, I feel like my team's all messed up now.
Wait, what do you mean? You traded away Waddle for Saquon and Lamar, and you're mad at yourself?
No. But I traded away Stevenson.
Well, I mean, you didn't include that part. Mumble. We need all the facts when you're dropping your.
Sorry about that. I traded Stevenson for Stevenson and Waddle for Lamar.
It's still good.
To be able to trade Lamar, but
okay. Here's the problem. It's still a very good trade on paper, Mumble. Like, you did a great job with it.
Yeah.
But you didn't need Lamar. Like, on paper, it's amazing value.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now I'm like stuck between Joe Burrow and Lamar, and trying to trade him away. Nobody wants to trade me because they think I'm going to be too stacked. Everybody's like kind of hating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but hey, Mumble. Here's the thing. Waddle and Stevenson for Barkley is still arguable. You know
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you still did okay on that, and you got Lamar practically for free. Now, you got to get rid of one of them, of course. I believe you probably have been trying. What I can tell you is nobody can stand interlocking arms. Let's not trade with Mumble. Let's make Mumble just, sit there with two quarterbacks. Someone's going to break the arm chain, bro, and say, I need a quarterback bad. What do you got? So you just need to make sure you're offering tons and tons of trades. But trade Burrow or Lamar, whoever somebody wants that'll go the highest,
Yeah. Yeah, two quarterbacks with the same week.
Yeah, so Lamar's
they have exactly that. They have guys in the same week.
Lamar's ranked probably top 4 or 5 in the industry this week across an average of starting stats that I have, and Burrow's around like 6 to 8. So Lamar is arguably the better start on paper according to the majority of the world. But does that mean that Burrow can't go out, light up a stogie, and drop 3 or 4 tutties? I mean, bro, he's capable at any moment.
Burrow's going up against Carolina, who is giving up the most passing yardage to wide receivers. So Burrow's going to light it up, I think, this week.
Yeah.
How many wins do you have?
62.
Huh?
Last
62 wins?
You
got 62 wins, bro?
You could keep 6-2 as he said. He's trying to say.
Thought he said 62 wins.
What you could do is keep Burrow, trade for Chase, and trade away Lamar.
Do it.
Yeah, I've tried to trade the Chase guy. He don't want to trade me. I've tried trading him already. That guy doesn't want to trade me.
Mumble.
I think he has Mahomes.
Mumble, who is struggling at quarterback? There's got to be a team in your league that's completely like obliterated at quarterback.
The guy that's struggling is the one that sent me Lamar, and like he doesn't want to give me Waddle. He has Deontay Adams. He doesn't want to give me Devontae Adams. And then let me see, there's another guy.
I don't know what to say here, bro. I feel like
Go to the hit owner, see if they want to stack. Go to the Andrews owner, see if they want
the guy that needs a quarterback the most traded him, Lamar.
You also need a quarterback who's streaming in the body.
Yeah, he's streaming quarterback.
Bro, who's the second most needy quarterback owner?
He's gonna have Aaron Rodgers, and he just has Aaron Rodgers. He has McCaffrey. I tried to trade him for McCaffrey. He doesn't want to.
Well, that's you're shooting high, bro. You got to shoot like middle range, man. Don't be shooting for the stars.
He has Pittman. Aaron Jones. He doesn't want to give me Aaron Jones. I tried for Pittman. And then
he won't even give you Pittman for a quarterback, and he needs a quarterback, and you got 2 top 4 quarterbacks. Bro, what kind of league is this?
He wants to trade me Robinson. I'm like, what the heck, bro? I'm not gonna trade you Robinson too for Lamar. I'm like, give me Aaron Jones. He don't want to. Try to trade him like Pittman and maybe another one. He don't want to. I'm like,
I don't know what to tell you, Mumble. Mumble, just keep trying to trade your quarterback, bro. Just keep hitting the button, Mumble.
Thank you. I will.
Keep hitting the button, Mumble. Send. Just send offer.
My starting lineup. Last question. You will leave in you will leave in Kenyon Drake.
Wait, what? Oh.
Because Barkley's on bye.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Mumble. I stopped writing your team down Burrow, Jacobs, Drake, Andrews, Barkley on the bench. What else you got?
I have Justin Jefferson, Smith-Schuster, Juju.
Okay.
And I have Higbee and Andrews.
So JJ, Justin Jefferson, Juju.
Yes.
Drake's a pretty decent.
Jacobs.
I mean, you don't have many options. Your options what? Like AJ Dillon and what else on the bench for Drake?
Benjamin.
Yeah, I mean,
Benjamin
Drake's
also.
got a better shot. I'm not saying I love him. He's kind of fool's gold.
Yeah.
But he's like in line for some work, and whether he gets it or not, it's a whole other story. Mumble, you know how that is. But hey, keep sending offer after offer to the quarterback. The weak quarterback teams. And maybe even go back to this guy that you made a trade with, and maybe he's got Lamar Jackson trade remorse or something. I can't believe the guy that needs a quarterback the most traded you Lamar. Like he has no quarterback.
Yeah. He's 2-6, and like he's trying to make his way back into the playoffs.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Basically, yeah, and he's like, so he's being stubborn with me now too. He's picking up Likely, like he's just hounding my team. I'm like, bro, like get off of my team. So like since he's out so low, he's able to get waiver wires first, and he's trying to trade me like Likely for Lamar. I'm like, bro, get out of here.
Yeah. All right, Mumble, call back when you got something tangible, bro. Right. Appreciate you.
Copy.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good old Mumble. Hey, can we hit this $20 super chat real quick, guys? Hold on 1 second. Jordan dropping a big one on screen. G Money, did you call in yet? G Money can call in. Anybody else that calls in gets hung up on. Just let you know. G Money calling right now. If you're not G Money, I'm hanging up on you.
G Money.
14. Okay, let's see if this is G Money. Are you G Money?
No, it's just Spiffy.
Who is this? Wait, who is this?
This is Spiffy.
Wrong. Muy mal.
Who?
That was Spiffy. So I hit the button. Wrong. Anybody but G Money that calls in is getting hung up on. We're waiting for G Money.
Wait. Why?
Because G Money super chatted. I'm trying to help him with this question. Alex is all shocked. Why? Jordan says 14-man PPR Superflex Dynasty 6-2 sent Burrow. Let's see. G Money, I'm waiting for your call. Sent Burrow for Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Pierce. I love that. But it's a Superflex though. Okay. That's tough. Hurts. You got Watson. I think I make that move, don't you, boys? If you've got Watson coming back in a couple weeks and you've got Hurts as your other quarterback and you could get St. Brown and Pierce for your lineup, that's a pretty good move for a team that has Watson, right? Hurts already off the bye. I like that. Burrow's tough to move in a super flex, though. What do you guys think? Hello? Boys?
Burrow, hard to move, yeah.
But
I think after this weekend, I think if Burrow has the game I think he's going to have, he might be easier to move after the game Sunday.
No, I don't mean he's hard to move. I mean he's hard to trade if you trade him away. Like I don't like trading him away in a super flex, but in this super flex, the guy's got Watson and Hurts, and Watson's coming back in a couple weeks, so you're 6-2.
Yeah, why would they put Watson though? He's still got maybe legal issues coming up.
Well, I mean he's got them already, and what I'm saying is, if you're trading Burrow away for St. Brown and Pierce, and you've got Watson coming into the lineup, and you already got Hurts off the bye week, I think that's a good move for the Superflex team. I'd probably take that if I'm you, because I hate trading Burrow, but Pierce and St. Brown's a heck of a combo to get when you've got Watson ready to come in a couple weeks. You're 6-2, you're going to coast into the playoffs, so I would definitely do that if it's me. But I wouldn't blame you for keeping Burrow over that. I mean, that's fine. I understand. You can maybe trade Watson later for one of those guys and then roll in with Burrow and one of those guys maybe. I added somebody to the call. Are you G Money?
No.
Who are you?
My name's Jacob.
Jacob.
How you doing, Smitty?
Jacob, I've been better. This phone line is open for G Money only. We're supposed to hang up.
Hey.
You got 20 seconds.
I'll hang up for G Money.
No, you got 20 seconds, and then I'm hitting disconnect. We're waiting for G Money. Go ahead.
All right, 20 seconds. I'm in a sleeper league. I'm 12-4, but I've been hit hard by injury. Hollywood and Mike Williams out. I've got superflex league. Hurts, Heineke, waiting for Watson to come back. Kamara and Henry. I feel like I should get rid of one of the running backs. Which one is it?
Name them again. That was really long for 20 seconds.
Kamara and Henry. I feel like one of them won't be lasted by playoffs. Which one do I get rid of?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
You got to keep Kamara.
You want to get rid of Kamara or Henry?
Don't listen to Alex Cruz.
Yeah.
He's a New Orleans Saints fan. Okay.
Bro, he's good.
I know he's good, but I'm just saying it's a biased take.
He's good. He's a good player.
Why can't you keep both of them? Kamara's great.
Yeah, like
We'll see.
why
Are
we?
the Saints really going to be competing late in the year and
Well-
keeping Kamara on the field? I don't know.
I mean, what teams don't just always take their players off when they're out of it, though, bro. You know, it's not like a totally normal thing.
Yeah, bro.
You know, they're fighting for it. Like
Why can't you keep both of them?
I just try and keep both. I don't know why you're forcing us to cut one of these young men.
I keep both.
Like, what are you going to get for him? That's the other thing. You're having us cut him. You're having us commit to a cutting right here. You want us to fire somebody, and you're not even telling us who's replacing him.
Right now, I want to fire the owner for wanting to cut one.
Yeah,
I mean, like 3 players for them.
Well, like, come back with an offer, or call back after with an offer that we can mull over rather than just get a blanket. You know, you want to cut this up on Instagram or TikTok where it says, Smitty says, get rid of so-and-so. Like, I need to have the trade offer in front of me. This is BS. Call back. Call back with a tangible offer, and then we'll help you, all right?
I respect it, Joe.
All right.
I'll call back.
Okay, he's gone.
Wrong. Muy mal.
Next on the line, you better be G Money. You better be G Money. Who is this?
G Money.
Is it G Money really?
Yeah.
What's up, G Money?
How you doing?
G-Money!
I'm a little skeptical. Hey, G Money,
G-Money.
what's your team? Let's test G Money. Who's your team?
At quarterback, I got Burrow. Running back, St. Brown, JT.
Okay, this is
Samuel.
authentication approved.
I'm sorry, running back is Herbert and JT.
You have been authenticated.
Samuel.
Okay, G Money, you're authenticated. What can we do for you?
Trying to figure out what to do with this team.
Yeah, this team, like, I'm not going to lie, G Money. Every week I tell you I'm sorry when I see it because I know you lost JT and Breece Hall. I feel responsible when I see teams that don't have Walker and ETN to back up Breece Hall and Javonte. Like, I feel like it's on me. It weighs heavily. It does. I'm not going to lie. I'm honest about it. I wish I could help you with this because JT's not giving you any wiggle room, and he's the one player that should be. He's the one dropping the ball right now at this late hour because, like, he should be your divide and conquer piece. And I don't know that you can do anything but wait. I mean, you could trade Burrow and try and go really cheap at quarterback, or trade Burrow for, like, Kyler and get like a Stevenson or something to throw into that Herbert running back spot, or another St. Brown type of wide receiver with Kyler and get rid of Burrow. That's the only thing you can do. I mean, I don't think you'll get what you want out of Sun God either. I think people are a little bit cautious of him. Wait and see. You know, maybe he's Sun Moon. Maybe he's not Sun God. And or Moon God. I'm sorry, Moon God. I don't know, bro. Ron Navy, Alex Cruz, what can he do? His team is on screen. I don't know if you guys can see it. But what does G Money do with his team? He's got JT at running back. He's got Khalil Herbert at running back 2. He's got Curtis Samuel and St. Brown at wide receivers. He's got Tunyon. No real bench to trade. He's got Likely. And he's got Burrow. I think Burrow's the only trade piece. He's the only guy you can divide and conquer. And I don't know that you're going to get the world, but maybe you get that extra player, that extra lineup piece. You go and get a Kyler Murray, and Kyler Murray balls out, and you get lucky.
I mean, the Murray owner has Foreman and that's Montgomery.
No, I don't like those. Foreman's okay, but
Barkley and Henry are the other 2 running backs.
oof. Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna be.
Go look. It's on the waiver wire. Keep that running back. I mean, I would just have to hope that JT and Amon Ra start doing good.
Yeah, I still think I look to trade Burrow, but what quarterback could he go get? Is Watson? Hey, is Watson on waivers? I know Ron Navy. Put your earmuffs on. Is Watson on waivers? G Money. He is.
Yeah.
I probably look to pick him up. I mean, if you can wait a week, that'd be great. But someone else is going to get the idea real soon. And I know you got small benches, but I probably take. I mean, you got Knox. You got 3 tight ends, bro. You could drop one of those. Drop Gesicki, pick up Watson, and try and shop Burrow. What could he get for Burrow, guys? Like, first, I guess you got to tell us what the teams have that are weak at quarterback. Can you go to one of the rosters?
Yeah, okay. And you could look at Fields. I don't know if he'll continue to do well.
Yeah, East Coast.
I think that quarterback has Tom Brady. Yeah, the weakest is probably Tom Brady.
Okay.
They got Ramondre, A.J. Dillon as their running back.
Okay, Ramondre. There we go.
Algier and Pollard is their other running back.
Okay, maybe Pollard and Ramondre. I don't know if he would do both of them, but because it would hurt him at running back, but that'd be kind of good. I don't know. What do you guys think in this situation? Pick up Watson. I know Ron doesn't like that. Ron's got his earmuffs on. He can't hear anyway. But if he got Watson and it picked up another QB and they got Ramondre into the lineup, maybe that gives him a shot.
For Burrow, I would maybe try Ramondre and somebody like Geno for Burrow.
Yeah, who's his quarter? Maybe he could give you Brady back.
Okay.
You know, the only problem with that is when you do that, it makes people want to give less. You know, that's kind of why I was saying don't get a quarterback at all. Because whenever you go to somebody and you say quarterback for quarterback and I give you, then they start weighing it out. It's part of the scale. You know what I mean? Like if Brady weighed 15, think of about auction dollars. If Brady weighs 15 pounds in auction dollars and Burrow weighs 30, let's say, now all of a sudden you're only given, you know, you're gonna have to take that 15 pounds into account on your side of the scale, and you don't want Brady to hold back your return, and your return's probably going to cost, I would say, the same amount as that Burrow value. If you're looking for Stevenson, he's going to be like, Brady and Stevenson is way better than Burrow, so then you're going to be like, it's going to put you in a bind. So
Here's the thing that about the Watson thing is the set. He's got his. I mean, everybody's rallying behind him. He just like took him down. So, and if you get the Watson coming back that played in that first game, like he looked like he didn't look good at all.
Dog water.
So what makes everybody gonna come back and look good all of a sudden? He might take a few games, and by then they might say, "Well, no, we're gonna stick with the set, and we'll throw Watson in next season."
Yeah.
Anyways, because
it's a hope.
That's my big concern with Watson.
It's just a hope that he comes back. I mean, like G Money's.
Like you picked him up for got 3 tight ends. You have to drop one and pick up Watson. It's not.
It's not going to cost him anything.
Yeah, I already did that. The second comp.
G Money, what's your record?
I'm 5-3.
5-3.
At least yes.
You got several teams though, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, I figured because you got some teams killing. I've seen some of your teams you posted, and they're not this one.
Yeah, I got better.
Hey.
One that's struggling.
Hey guys, I got the super chats piling up. I'm gonna have to drop the line here and get to these, or I'm gonna get way behind. But G Money, we wish you luck on this endeavor, and I feel like, let me make sure I enter your number in here so I have you. G Money, let's see.
This is what I would say, G Money. Wait till this weekend. See if Burrow balls out. See if Likely balls out. And if these guys ball out, that'll give you a little more collateral and people looking at them as possible trading. If Likely has a performance like he had last week, that'll shoot him up for trade value automatically. And Burrow balls out against Carolina, which I think he will. That'll up it. So it'll give you a little hold off for this week and see if maybe you can have a better trade option after this weekend.
And would you start Likely over Tanyan?
I would this week if Andrews is limited, and it'd probably be at least limited.
I'd take Tanyan.
Yeah, Andrews is going to be limited, and you don't know. I mean, and plus Likely can be used as a wide receiver too, and Bateman's out for the rest of the year, pretty much. So Likely has a good chance of being in there and playing a lot.
All right, G Money.
Yeah, Green Bay. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you, G Money. Text me on the text line if you have a follow up. You know, I'd say poke around. I don't know if I like Ron Navy's advice on not doing anything drastic until next week, but if the right offer is there, I would strike to get a jump on. You got a good record, so you don't have to rush it this week, which is what I think Ron was saying, and I agree with that. But yeah, definitely poke around and see what you can come up with. All right, appreciate you, G Money. Ron Navy, you got anything else before I drop you guys off the call? Alex, Cruz, Rock Out, you guys got anything?
Thank you.
What?
No, I said no. Thanks for the help earlier.
Okay, yeah. Alex, it seems like the chat was torn on that. I'd take Connor and JJ. That's me. JJ's the best player in the deal.
Back and forth. I'm not. Man, it's so tough. I think I will do it though. I think I will.
I mean, ETN's amazing, but I still think JJ's the best player in the deal. And then Connor's not. Connor's not that like. I don't love Connor, but I bet you is Eno Benjamin available? I bet you he gets cut, and then you can cuff them together.
You don't think that Higgins? I mean, Chase is. I mean, Burrow's got Higgins. Higgins is going to be up an ETN. You don't like that combination better than the other? I don't like Connor at all.
I don't love Connor, but so that for those watching, the deal is, let me put on screen here again. It's I got to get Mumble's team off screen here. Got Mumble's team in the way. JJ and Connor for ETN and Higgins. So Higgins is very inconsistent. And I feel like Higgins isn't guaranteed what everybody expects him to be guaranteed over the next couple weeks. Number one, there's one more game, then there's the bye week, and then Jamar Chase might be back. So I don't feel like he's this high-end wide receiver one. I think he could be, but
give you some context.
Yeah.
Some context.
Sure.
Mahomes, Swift, JT,
what are we doing here, Alex?
Diggs, Higgins, Diggs, Higgins.
What are we doing here, Alex?
Everett.
We just saying names? What are we doing?
What?
Swift. Connor. What are we doing? You said here's some context, but then you just started naming off names.
Oh, my team was like, to see, okay, this trade would be good for this team.
Well,
They're just in a vacuum.
Again, though, let's think about it from this perspective. JJ and Connor is the same thing as Etienne and Higgins in terms of position, swapping. So your team has almost no relation to it because it's an even exchange of, like the fact that Connor is going to replace Higgins, or you could vice versa, or JJ replace Higgins and Etienne replace Connor. What I'm saying is that as much as I also agree Connor's hard to trust. Connor is one of those guys that he's just going to have a touchdown. Like if he's on the field and healthy, the Cardinals are going to run him. They're going to give him the ball. Will he have 100 yards? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's going to get massive yardage, but he's a touchdown hog, and he's got a nose for the end zone. The Cardinals are very good at scoring rushing touchdowns, and I just think that he's not that far off from Higgins. He's just not. As much as I like Higgins, and I would draft Higgins over Connor 1,000 times out of 1,000, I'm just saying if Connor's on the field and he's about to hit the field again, he's not that far off from Higgins. JJ, as much as I love Etienne, JJ is still above Etienne by more of a distance, I think, than the Connor and Higgins distance, in my opinion. And again, there's also the bye week is out of the way for JJ. I think Higgins has this 1 week left, and then there's the bye week, and then you might see Jamar Chase back. And Higgins has been banged up like crazy all year. He's always on the sideline about something. I like Higgins, but and like Izzy said, it's a toss up. I mean, it's really close.
Yeah, Connor's always banged up too.
True. I
Yeah,
mean,
this is the thing. How different these people think.
all right, boys, I got to jump. Rock out. You got anything else?
No, you're good.
Ron Navy, you got anything else?
No, I've said enough.
All right, have a nice sleep, Ron, with your bags of money underneath your head as a pillow. Got cleaned up on Underdog tonight.
Oh, no, yeah.
Drop like what? Would you drop like $20 total? You won.
People need to do those pick-ems. Yeah, I did a $20 bet on one and a $40 bet on the other. So that was $1,200.
Ron Navy spent $60 and got $1,200 on Underdog Fantasy, just doing the multipliers. Where? Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Match up to $100. Instant bonus matching your first deposit. Ron Navy walked on over to his phone, pulled it up, made two bets. One a $40 bet, one a $20 bet. And they have those where you pick 5 of the props on one ticket. If you get all 5 right, it's a 20 times multiplier. Ron Navy got 20 times his $60, 20 times his $20. The man's sleeping on a pillow made of money that has the tune of $1,200 in it. So get on over to Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Link is in the description if you're watching the replay. And I'll drop the link now and pin it in the live chat. Thank you, Ron, for your success story.
Alrighty.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
See you later. All right, so I got these super chats to get to. Let me drop the Underdog link right now. I'm going to pin it. It really is that simple. Like, you got to land it, obviously, but you do those 5 times prop multipliers. You pick 5 of them. It says, like, Jalen Hurts, 0.5 TDs. So that means if he gets 1 TD, over, you win that one. Miles Sanders, 0.5 TDs. Ron Navy hit the over. Miles Sanders scored. He got the over. Jalen Hurts, I don't know, it's probably like 200 yards total or 240 yards total yards, rushing and receiving. He hit the over. Like, just constantly boom, boom, boom. Go play it on Underdog Fantasy. Link is pinned in the live chat. Link is in the description. Promo code Smitty. Let's go. Think Hill gets more touches with Ingram and MT hurt. Probably. But, they've already been hurt, though. You know what I mean? So just kind of, it keeps him involved. So, for sure. Okay. Let's get Levi with a super chat $20 holler. Levi, appreciate you. And Jordan, real quickly, sent Burrow for Pierce. I'm on Raw. I handled this one already, but I do feel like I like that. And you said King get JJ for Swift and Smith. Who's Smith? Devontae Smith? Swift and Devontae Smith for JJ? I mean, of course you do that. You do that above all other things that we've told you today. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Thank you, Jordan, for the super chat. You're the man. This one's from Levi. Levi's $20 hauler, 6 and 2. Justin Herbert, Mixon, Ramondre Stevenson, Sanders, Adams. Can I make a trade? Sanders and Kirk for Pittman and Higgins. I would take that in a heartbeat. I don't know if the other owner will. You've got the Eagle game already played, so that's a complication. But I would definitely take Pittman and Higgins. And I was just talking about how I'm worried about Higgins, but not at that cost. That cost is great. 5 on a bye. Pick 2. Hines, Mooney, Pacheco, Huntley, Drake. Probably Drake and Huntley. They're the safest, but it's a crapshoot. Those are 50-50 calls, man. Is it time to trade Mixon? If you can get anything for him. And thank you for the $10
to the moon
hauler. All $10 haulers get a moon shot. Thank you. Appreciate you. I have Walker, B-Rob, White, P. Ryan, and Warren. My wide receivers are J.J. Diggs, Amon-Ra, and Wilson. You got fantastic wide receivers. Would I trade Garrett Wilson, who's pretty tradable right now, with Mixon to get a little bit of a bump? Like, let's call it Aaron Jones for sure. Damian Pierce, good luck at this point now. Dalvin Cook, good luck. Stevenson, maybe. That might be the lowest you go, but Stevenson might be a good go-get. Obviously, I'd take a Walker. I'd obviously take... You already have Walker. I'd obviously take a ETN. I'd obviously take a Josh Jacobs. I'd obviously take an Aaron Jones, as I said. That's the only move you really can make other than divide up what you got, like St. Brown for, ETN. St. Brown and Garrett Wilson, or St. Brown and Mixon for Derrick Henry or Chubb or Eckler or Saquon. But then you draw a line as to, like, you can't go any further than that downstream. Brad, appreciate your super chat, Brofist, my guy. Thank you very much. G Money, thank you for calling in on the phone line. Carlos, trying to get my team better. Have Burrow, AJ Brown, Godwin, Keenan Allen, Devontae Adams, Swift. Okay, this is a good squad. What can I do to make it better? I would say, this is tough. What do you do here? What do you do? Keenan Allen's a waste of space. Dalvin Cook, Walker, Swift. You're getting killed on the Swift and Keenan Allen dropping the ball and not doing anything for you. That's brutal. I guess I would maybe try and move Swift and Godwin together for one safer running back. Everyone from like Kenneth Walker down to Kamara, down to ETN, down to Jacobs, down to Pierce, down to Aaron Jones. Would I trade Keenan Allen and no one's going to take Keenan Allen. Who are we kidding? Yeah. I don't know. Carlos, that's the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know that I want to hold on to Swift if I can help it. If I could go get it. I don't care if you got Waller and Schultz. I'd maybe look to make another trade, but like an Andrews for Swift is really, really attractive right now to me. I think it's one of the most crafty moves you can do to get out of JT or Swift is go get an injured Mark Andrews, who I believe will be healthy at some point very soon. Trade Taysom, JT, B-Rob for Andrews. Too much. No. It's a lot, but I feel like it's the right move to back into Andrews versus go that direction and just continue to do the insane thing, is to expect more and more and more. Could it backfire on you? Absolutely. But it's a risk either way. It's a risk to hold on to JT. It's a risk to trade him. It just is. There's just a different kind of risk. My running backs are Swift, Pierce, Dobbins, Gibson, Drake. What would you recommend doing with Swift? Exactly what I said. Andrews I would take for Swift in a heartbeat. You have Pitts at tight end. Maybe you trade Pitts. I know it's creating a hole for you or creating a doubled up tight end situation, but I feel like you can solve that problem easier instead of worrying about, or make that trade first. Get rid of Pitts, make the Andrews trade. I don't know. Just feels like a good move to make. Otherwise, you go after Ramondre Stevenson. He's probably the lowest running back I would go, but the highest potential upside running back that's attainable using a DeAndre Swift. Past that, bro, I mean, you're 3-5. You got to make a move. You know, Andrews might be a savior for you. You just got to try and get rid of Pitts and try and get like a Gabe Davis or something, you know. 12-team PPR, Herbert, JJ, AJ Brown, Godwin, Allen Robinson, Palmer, Kelsey, Najee, AJ Dillon. What moves to make your 5-3? Kelsey's fantastic. Your running backs are Najee and AJ Dillon. That's really, really thin. But, I mean, I love your wide receiver crew, AJ Brown. I'd probably trade Godwin and Najee for... God, I'd trade Godwin and Najee for, obviously, Walker, ETN, Aaron Jones, Dameon Pierce, Jacobs, Nick Chubb and all those guys. I would trade... let's see here, Najee and Godwin for Stevenson if I had to get out that way. And that seems to be the best solution right now. Stevenson and Mark Andrews are like the two, and St. Brown. I'd say the three players at one at each position that is the potential target consistently for Swift or JT in a trade. Full PPR, 12 teams. Should I trade Debo and Terry McLaurin for Connor, Garrett Wilson, and Zay Jones? No. And Terry McLaurin and Debo? Absolutely not. Thank you for the super chat. And this one is a $10 from Levi. Levi says 6-2. Trade Miles Sanders and Christian Kirk for Pittman and T. Higgins. I think I already answered this one, and I take T. Higgins. Yes. Smitty approve. You know, arguments to be made, I suppose. You know, Sanders, Kirk, they're okay. But Pittman and Higgins, I take Higgins. I think Higgins has got more value. There's a little risk involved in little old T. Higgins. He gets banged up frequently. I'm not going to lie. There's some concern. Mac with the $5 hauler. Mac says, team is 3-5, 12 team. Kirk, Watson, Alvin, Jacobs, Godwin, Juju, Mark, Swift. Any ideas? I mean, Kamara, Jacobs is really, really solid, and Swift. Your wide receivers are lacking. I think that's Watson, the Green Bay wide receiver, the rookie. Kirk, Watson, and Godwin and Juju are your wide receiver crew. Sutton, you got it all spread out here. It's hard to read it. Garrett Wilson. I'd probably say, Mac, you divide and conquer, bro. You can't win with this. You can divide and conquer and maybe get it done. Got to trade Jacobs. Go get an ETN and another player. Go get divide Alvin Kamara up into St. Brown and another player. Walker and another player. ETN and another player. Other player has to be pretty good. I'm talking about like you want to walk away with a St. Brown and an ETN if you're trading Alvin Kamara. And if you do that, I think you got a shot. But you can't win. You're 3-5. You can't win unless you divide and conquer. You may have to divide and conquer both Jacobs and both Alvin Kamara, which is going to be a tall order. It's going to take at least 2 trades. But if you do it, your team's going to look completely revamped, and maybe you make a run at this thing. Other players to target would be Stevenson in those 2-for-1s. Stevenson, Mixon's okay to gamble on in that kind of scenario. I don't love him, but he's okay to gamble on. Aaron Jones is good to have in there. ETN's good to have in that mix. Ramondre, Jamar Chase potentially, but your record, you might not be able to go that route. Debo, T. Higgins, Evans, DK, Olave, Gabe Davis, those are all good players. Andrews to have in those 2-for-1 deals if you're dividing one guy up for 2. $5 hauler. If JT is out, flex Dion plus Herbert or Garrett Wilson. I go Dion and Khalil if it's me. Garrett Wilson's solid. I don't mind him, but he's up and down. He's a rookie. And I think I probably lean on the 2 RBs if JT's out. If JT's not out, then you can throw Garrett Wilson in. But, bench CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. Where's my the bye weeks there. Okay. So Garrett Wilson, see, you got a good team, and I would try and trade JT. Go after Andrews with JT, bro. I'm telling you. Unless you got a tight end I don't see somewhere here. Hurts, AJ Brown, Olave, Walker, ETN, Hill. It's a great squad. You're crushing it. Travis, what are you playing in a negative 8-person league? What is going on there, bro? Looks like a check sheet you filled out at the sports bar. Pick any 8 players you want. What are we doing here? Full PPR. Flex Devernay, Connor, and Jackson. Give me Deion Jackson if he's starting. If not, I'm going with Connor as long as he's playing. A lot of injury situations we got to look at there and keep tabs on before we know what's going on. Don't know what to do for running back after that help. After what, Jordan? What did we talk? Jordan, I don't have the memory of an elephant. Jordan. Here, let's see. Jordan. Don't know what to do at running back after what? Sent Burrow for Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Pierce. What do you mean? You got Hurts, you got Swift, Pierce, B-Rob. I mean, you're going to have to roll with Swift, bro. I would try and get Jamal Williams somehow. I don't know who has him. I don't know what. They're probably going to ask the world for him, though. It's too late. There's a good trade window for him, but that's passed again. Now people want to own him standalone. Tay Adams, Godwin, Goddard. Goddard's fantastic. Likely. Go to the Andrews owner, see if you can trade like likely and Godwin for like a Stevenson or something, bro. You know, something like that. Throw B-Rob in. Just be like, I'll give you B-Rob. He's great. Swift and Godwin for Walker, ETN, Aaron Jones. Swift for Stevenson straight up. Attack those, Jordan. You got this. Go get all those cooking, broski. You got this, broski. Any other super chats pending? I think I'll open up the phone line again. I think I'm caught up on the supers. If I missed anybody, please let me know, and I will throw it on screen. Phone line is open.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Dial into the show. Get down. Get down. Where is it? Dial into the show. Get down. I think you play it safe. Actually, have CMC, JT, Patterson. I don't know what you guys are cooking up there. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
Hey, this is Daniel.
Daniel, what's up?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I got a question. Well, I want to drop my team on you here and see what I can do. I mean, nobody wants to trade in my league, but
I hear that. I hear that. But can I ask you something? Because this is the crutch.
Yeah.
Like, do you know these guys? Do you talk to them via text? Is it all like just sent through the system?
Yeah. This is like a work. I think I know like probably like 8 of them personally, but
you don't
it's
like
hard, man. I text them.
You do.
I do everything I can, but I just think they don't want to help. But
yeah, most times though, people aren't like communicating. They're just sending offers to the system, and sometimes you can add a message, but you can't even see it unless it's in like the email, and people aren't like looking at the email. I don't look. Do you know how many offers I have in my email? When I see a system generated email that says like trade offer, ad drop, or I just delete them. I don't even look at them. So when you get the offer like on ESPN or something, you don't get to read the message.
Right.
Like there's no negotiation happening at all. And then people come to me and are like, all right, nobody makes a trade in my league, Smitty. It's because you're not negotiating.
Yeah, I get left on.
You're sending blind offers.
I get left on scene a lot. So.
Yeah, this real quick. Should I trade Kamara for Amon-Ra, St. Brown, C. Patterson, Connor? No. Keep Kamara, bro. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Okay, hit me with your team real quick. Let's drop it.
All right, so here we go. I got Allen, JJ, D-Hop, KW3, Kenneth Walker, Pierce, Ertz. I'm flexing Palmer this week. And then bench, I got Pittman, B-Rob, Dillon, Madison, Curtis Samuel, Zeke, Kyron. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty stacked, but obviously it's hard flipping guys. I'm trying to get somebody a little bit more explosive for down the stretch in case someone goes down, but I know I'm holding a lot of RBs, but nobody wants them.
Bro, I don't know. Like, so let me just say, your team, untradeable piece, Allen, untradeable piece, JJ, untradeable piece, Walker. Hopkins is looking untradeable at this point. Pierce, I like Pierce. I'm not really even trading Pierce. You don't have anything that's like you have a flex spot. That's most people have a flex and a wide receiver spot they're struggling with or whatever. Like
right.
you've got rich people problems here.
No, I know.
Fantastic bench guy and Pittman.
Yeah. That's the problem though, because looking at the schedule deeper into it, right? Ertz kind of bugs me because I got D-Hop. I know Hollywood's going to come back. I don't know. I feel like I can upgrade Ertz, but there's no one out there. The only RB that I'm really thinking about trading out of my starting lineup would be Pierce, and I'd try to match him up with somebody. I mean, I'm hoping to hit a home run that one of those bench RBs, somebody goes down, those guys pop up. But
what are you looking to get? What are you looking to get? What do you want? Because like you want a bigger running back than Pierce. You're saying so you want to trade Pierce?
No. What I really want is I want another wide receiver. I feel like that's the spot. I need another one because
then
if
trade
either JJ or D-Hop goes down.
I mean, trade Pierce for Adams straight up. Especially
Adams owner left me on scene. So.
Well, now that
you
know who left him unseen is Pierce tonight, bro. Pierce dropped a massive statement on the field, so maybe you send him one more bump. Maybe you just send him a little message that says bump. Just type the word bump.
Yeah. Also, too, I think the other day you answered me on a chat about trying to get ETN. I was going to package Pierce and I think it was Pierce and Dillon because the ETN owner also has Aaron Jones, so I figured that would sweeten the deal. But I'm a little nervous on pulling that only because you don't like greatness. Running back, great, but what's that?
I said you're a little nervous getting ETN for Pierce because you're a little nervous of greatness. Like what do we?
I know you're really high on ETN, and so are a lot of other folks, but maybe it's just because I was such a J-Rob lover. I had him last year, and he didn't let me down. He got injured, but that was such a letdown. I mean, it was like, week 15, like 16? It was, cruise control, and then bam. So it's hard for me to buy into ETN, but I get it. I know he's good, but I've been leaning more wide receiver, so.
Well, I like Adams again. You could just send a text to that guy and say Pierce for Adams, bump.
Yeah.
And if he says, no, I don't really just say, okay, go shop him to somebody who understands what they just saw on the field against the Philadelphia Eagle defense, and then walk away from the car dealership table, stand up and walk out. Don't let him sit there.
Take it or leave it.
Don't let him sit there and tell you what he thinks of Pierce. You just walk out.
Yeah, I got you. The only other player out there that intrigues me, and I wish the guy would do a deal, is the Chase owner. The guy has literally no RBs, and he's the one I've been leaning on the most. I was trying to get either him or Evans earlier in the season, but he was another guy that like this guy has Penny still on his bench. You know what I mean? He's one of those kind of set and forget guys, and it's I don't know. Anyway, I've been trying to send him a bunch of offers. He's not taken. Chase is obviously out right now. I'd throw some RBs his way, but I think that guy just doesn't want to trade, so kind of stuck.
I don't know, bro.
But I'll lean on the Adams owner. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Adams, I mean, you could go after Pierce just displayed a lot of goodness on the field, bro. You could literally try and walk into the injured Cooper Kupp owner's door and just say, "Hey, I got Pittman and Pierce for your injured Cooper Kupp. How you doing? How many wins you got, Bob?" You could go try and get potentially A.J. Brown's essentially, if you wanted to, straight up for Pierce, that would be a pretty even deal. But other than that, I mean, bro, what's your record? 5 wins, 6 wins? What do you got?
I'm 7-1, and I'm
okay. Yeah, all right, man.
So I know, obviously, yeah. I know. I didn't want to say it, but it's kind of obvious. But I think that's a big reason too why no one wants to trade. I'm just really afraid for the playoffs. I feel like I'm on cruise control a little bit, but
you're afraid of 7-1. You're afraid of a monster shadow that your team's casting.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anybody who's if you're taking off this early, you got to be a little nervous, right? Because those are always the first guys to pop in the playoffs. That's why I'm trying to make a trade, but I just think no one wants to trade because they feel like they're going to help you.
I think it'll be all right, bro.
Yeah, I think so too. But hey, I appreciate it. I'll lean on the Adams owner and keep doing what you do, man. Appreciate it.
All right, later. Appreciate you.
All right, thanks. Yeah.
All right. Next caller. 7-1 owners need love too. Okay. Let's not give him too much of a hard time. But yeah, it is kind of like getting in line of getting in line to get the food stamps when you're making $100K a year. That's kind of what that felt like. I need help. I need help. Drastic help, Smitty, please. This is James Devlin. I need help immediately. I'm 7-1. Who can I assist right now? Identify yourself. Who are you? You're live.
Was he calling people?
For Smitty, press 1.
What?
To reach Smitty, press 1.
Matt, you're in.
Yo, what's up, man?
Talking?
You're live on the show.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Sorry, yeah, my dialer answering lines there for a bit. What can I help you with, bro?
Yeah. I was just curious if I should do Juju Smith-Schuster and Chris Godwin for CeeDee Lamb.
Juju and Chris Godwin for Lamb. I would do that, bro. I would punch that.
And I was also curious to know if I should do Josh Jacobs and Alvin Kamara for CMC.
Josh Jacobs and
quarterback into
Josh Jacobs and Alvin Kamara for CMC. That's too much. I love CMC, but that's a lot, bro. That's way too much.
Okay. And Mark is hurt, and I'm in a must-win week this week. What do you suggest I do for Mark? What players should I be targeting for Mark? People that are playing now.
For Mark Andrews?
Yeah.
You want to trade him away?
Well, the only issue is I need to win now.
I know, but
3 wins.
I mean, bro, you'd have to go get like an Aaron Jones.
I would have to what?
An Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, a St. Brown, a CeeDee Lamb, a Deebo Samuel. Like you can't be trading them. Unless you're getting them. Mike Evans.
If I could pull the trigger on an Amon-Ra and Mike Williams, who's coming back in a few weeks for Mark Andrews, is that something I should maybe consider doing?
Yeah, I'd do that. St. Brown's fine.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for your time and answering my questions.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Questions.
Later.
All right, have a good.
All right, dial in.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
We got Castro dropping a $20 hauler. Let's go, Castro.
Let's go. Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, buddy.
My buddy. Hey, Smitty, I'm in second in the league with 5-3 record in the 16-man PPR. I have Brady, Goff, C. Patterson, Pollard, Khalil Herbert, Rashad White, Cooper Kupp, Devontae Smith, Duvernay, Javonte Williams. Sorry about that. Andrews, Gesicki, let's see. Trade Goff, Pollard, Boyd for Devontae Smith, Kamara, and Pickett. Goff, Pollard, Boyd for Kamara? Of course, bro.
You've just been...
That's an absolute smash. If I'm reading that correctly, you're basically saying should I trade a $5 bill for a $20 bill? Absolutely. All day, every day. That one's a got 'em potential.
Got him.
That's a got him deal, bro. That's veto police potential material right there.
King 25, code 428. Dispatch Vito Popo. Popo's been dispatched. King 25 out.
All right, you're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Thank you, Castro, by the way, for the $20 holler. What can I help you with?
Hey, Smitty. It's Travis. I just did a super chat with you. You told me to try to go after Andrews. The kid's like dragging his feet. He doesn't want to do it unless he knows he's hurt or not. Should I try to move JT for someone else, or should I just sit tight, you think?
You're trying to get Andrews using JT?
Yeah, but when I just did a super chat a couple minutes ago, and you were saying try to move JT for Andrews.
Okay, let me see, Travis, if I can find it. If JT is out,
I was asking who to flex too.
Yeah. Okay. So where's the? Let's see. Yeah. Just hit me with it again. So JT for. You're just trying to get. You're trying to get Andrews. You're trying to get. What else are you trying to look at? You want Stevens? Have you tried Stevenson?
Yeah. I don't think Stevenson or Swift is going to go for it. So I would just, should I sit tight and just see what Andrews comes out as, or JT, whether they play or not.
But you're trying to get rid of JT. I'm correct, right? You're trying to get rid of JT.
Yeah, kind of, because I have
Okay.
Walker, ETN, CMC, all that. So.
I'd probably try and go after like a St. Brown. Did you try that yet?
No, actually straight up, you think?
Yeah, I mean, for JT, at this point, like, does the chat disagree with me? Maybe the chat does. Maybe I'm in the minority here, but I feel like if you don't take advantage of a St. Brown, he's been injured, and I get it. People are upset at him, but we did a mock draft after like week 3 or 4, where he was like number 7 overall.
Right.
And I'm not saying that like that's where he should be ranked, and I'm not saying people should just revert right back to their old feelings when he was balling out, but I think to not take advantage of getting rid of JT for a guy that is arguably a wide receiver 1, not just like low end, he could be a middle of the pack wide receiver 1, 5, 6, 7. Like, why would you not take JT and JT for St. Brown and run, like run?
Yeah. Would you put Deion Jackson in with it to try to get him to do it, or?
Sure. To trade JT, there are 3 players you can go get. I've said this all stream long. St. Brown at wide receiver. Stevenson at running back.
Yeah.
And Andrews at tight end. Those are your options. You want to get rid of JT. These are the 3 players. If you can't get one, try and get the other. If you can't get the other, try and get the other. Plain and simple.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's how you survive.
I had the deal for Andrews done, and then he got cold feet. He backed out on it.
Why do you get cold feet? Because it's getting closer to December. Like what made this guy get cold feet? There's got to be a reason. Like the news has only gotten like not bleaker, but it hasn't like improved. It's been talk about likely.
Yeah, I know. I have likely too, but he's afraid Andrews is going to be healthy, but JT isn't. So I think he's just afraid of JT in that deal.
Yeah, JT or Pierce.
He doesn't have anyone at running back either. So.
Big Drop wants to know JT or Pierce. It's Pierce all day. And that's another player you could try and get, but after tonight, I don't think you're getting him. But
yeah, probably not. All right, thanks. Oh, I was just going to ask, would you start Taysom over Likely if Andrews sits, or would you go with Likely at tight end?
If Andrews sat, I'm going Likely, but I really like Taysom this week still, and especially with like MT out. Like they're going to start planning. Like MT wasn't back anyway, so it's not like Taysom Hill gets more touches like this game, but they're going to start planning long term differently, and that always kind of affects things a little bit. Kind of like when Devontae Adams would. You what?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, when you think about, like, Devontae Adams who missed 3 or 4 games in Green Bay, defenses didn't really adjust right away. just knowing that, they're going to run more. And so the Green Bay Packers had good success running while Adams was out. It takes like a significant, like permanent stamp of something to like change and alter everything. And so like with MT being done for the year, with Ingram being injured, they're going to start being like, okay, let's start game planning and drawing up things that are going to be cemented in go forward instead of like, let's get by for a couple weeks. Let's see what we can do. So should be really good go forward for Taysom Hill. I like him a lot, and I hesitate to say likely over Hill. I do, because I like both of them. And I'm playing Hill in a flex spot in a couple leagues this week on top of my tight end play.
That's what I was going to ask you. Would you flex him over like Herbert, Khalil, or would you just roll with Khalil since he's been good?
It's tempting. Chat, what do you think? Khalil Herbert or Taysom Hill this week? I'm telling you right now, I'm tempted to go Taysom Hill. I feel like he's guaranteed a certain volume, but at the same time, I mean, because Monty's still heavily involved and you don't know what you're dealing with the workload divide in Chicago, I probably say Taysom Hill safer, and Khalil's higher risk because of volume sharing, higher reward because he could get 150 and 2 touchdowns in any given game. But Taysom's a tad safer and probably more. They're going to game plan him around him more. So I think it comes down to high risk, high reward. Now, in that, I will tell you this. I have one league where I'm starting Herbert and I'm not starting Taysom Hill. In another league, I believe I'm starting both Likely and Taysom Hill, and I have Herbert on the bench. So I'm dividing and like kind of laying off the risk by not having all my leagues have the same guys in them, when I'm kind of torn on something. So the chat seems to like Herbert a little more than Taysom, but I think it could go either way.
Okay, because if JT's out, I have Jackson.
Yeah, so you're not going to get a 4 TD game. You're not getting a 4 TD game out of Taysom Hill. But that happened. That was great. It was amazing. Taysom Hill's going to be like 70. It'd be like 12 to 15 points. Khalil Herbert will either get you 7 or he'll get you 25. So like if it's me and I have one league, I probably would go Khalil Herbert. But because I have multiple leagues, I can kind of do both, and I like both.
All right, and Deion Jackson, just overall them if JT's out.
JT's out. He's a must start. Second running back 2, low end running back 2 minimum.
Okay.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
It,
Later.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Hayden with a $20 or a $15 hauler total. Appreciate you, Hayden. To the moon, my man.
To the moon.
Hayden says, did I ever answer this one from 716? Start Khalil or Mostert? I don't know if maybe this is old. No, this might have been new. Are you still here, Recovery? I'm sorry, bro, if I didn't answer this one. I'm going Mostert safer because we're talking about the volume. Higher risk, higher reward. You kind of got to pick your poison, man. Higher risk, higher reward. You need a big swing to win the matchup. I go with Khalil. If you need something safe, Mostert's probably safe. Hopefully you're still here, bro. I'm sorry about that. Full PPR, $10 super chat, 12-man. I have Tua, Kamara, Walker, Kupp, Pittman, Olave, Andrews, Algier. Bench is Renfro, Devernay, Reynolds. Okay, I'm 10-6 in third medium league. Any moves? I like Kamara, Walker, Kupp, Pittman, Andrews, Olave. No, man. I mean, the thing I look at when I look at a team is I say to myself, okay, is there somebody I don't like Fournette in there, or I want to sell somebody. I love Walker. I love Kupp. I love Kamara. I like Pittman a lot. I love Olave. I love Andrews. Nothing here I want to trade at all. I'm hanging tight. You're 10-6. You're in third for a reason. You got a good team. Make sure Likely's not available. Make sure there aren't any waiver wire guys that are absolute monster holds. I think Rachaad White would be a phenomenal hold for you, Hayden. It's rare, not extremely rare, but rare that I don't want to touch a team or make any trades. Your team is one of those teams I don't want to move anything. Appreciate you with the super chat. Castro with another $20 hauler. My boy Castro.
Let's go, mashed potatoes. Yeah, buddy.
I think, or this might be the same one. Hey, Smitty, in second league, 5-3, 16-man, Brady, Goff, C. Patterson, Pollard, Herbert, Rashad White, Cooper Kupp. This might be the same one, but he still deserved a standing ovation. Yeah, I already did this one. It's fantastic, though. Look at that. Recovery, sorry if I didn't answer your super chat in time. Fire up Deion Jackson if Taylor's out. Absolutely, Austin. I've said that a couple times on the stream. You probably heard it and been like, okay, he answered my question, but for sure, bro, for sure. It's superflex PPR, says Castro. Appreciate you, Castro. Hayden, thank you for your super chat, Hayden. Again, thank you, kind sir. G Money thoughts. I give JT Damian Harris. I get Devontae. Smash. I know that hurts you a little bit at RB, bro, but I do it. I do it, G Money. That gives you St. Brown, Burrow, and Devontae Adams, and that can win. In your format, small lineups, that can win, G Money. I like that, my guy. And you're bye week free with Adams, so that's really good. Start Duvernay or A-Rob if JT doesn't play Duvernay. I don't trust A-Rob. Who Dat Gator? I offered JT owner Deion Jackson and Curtis Samuel for Gerald Everett. Kittle is his starter on a bye. I don't know. I kind of feel like Everett's okay, but I don't think I'm handing this guy the keys to safety with Deion Jackson for Everett. I make him overpay. I go get a Gabe Davis or something. Somebody I can put in my wide receiver 2-3 and feel really good about it. Everett's not, likely was available on waivers. And maybe you missed out on that and you're hurting at tight end, but I can't see giving somebody that gift. Hey, here's Deion. Sleep well at night. I won't hold it over your head. Let me just take something small. That's how I feel that I don't like that at all. Thank you for all the super chats. I've caught up on those. We've been live for 2 hours? Olave or DJ Moore. Olave for me. Should I stash Odell? No, Cody, we talked about that. Why? Who's telling you to do this? What source is telling you? What fantasy football content creator is telling you to go get Odell Beckham Jr.? Why is this dancing around in the ether right now? Like the guy may not be even back until mid-December. I to be full go. Like, what's the new? Am I missing something that broke on Odell? Why am I seeing so many Odell? I'm gonna look this up. I feel like I must be missing something. Odell knee surgery is targeting a mid-December. Targeting means your dad said, "Hey, we're gonna go get ice cream later, possibly." Maybe we'll throw the football around after dinner. Maybe, son. Did anybody go throw the football around after dinner when Pop said that? Did you ever get ice cream 9 times out of 10 when he said maybe we'll catch a bite of ice cream after? Answer is no. Okay, so targeting a mid-December return, I don't think so. What are we doing here with Odell Beckham Jr.? The guy's not going to be healthy, even remotely healthy enough to use in a lineup spot. I don't understand. Cody, whoever's telling you to go get Odell, stop following their advice right now. Team is Dak, Cousins, CMC, Kamara, Stevenson, Khalil Herbert, Mostert, Godwin, Lamb, Debo, Taysom, Hill, Higgins. Any moves to make? Thank you, Recovery. I appreciate you. CMC, Kamara, Steve. No, bro. Wide receiver, I might make some moves. I like Debo at where you've got him, but I worry about him. But with your squad, it kind of feels pretty solid. But would I trade Debo and Godwin for an Adams? I would. Would I trade T. Higgins and Godwin for an Adams or Diggs? I would. Adams is bye week free. I would do those moves, but that's it. Just upgrade one of those wide receivers. Do I trade Godwin and Mostert for a St. Brown and keep Lamb, Debo? I do that. I smash that all day long. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Josh Palmer or DeAndre Carter, they could go either way. Palmer's the better option, but I like both of them. He ain't ready till December, mid-December. Mid-December, private pile. Henry for Pierce and Debo. If you need 2 players, that I could Smitty approve that. If you are okay and you don't need depth, I would say take Henry and keep Henry. But that's a really good one. All of them are bye week free moving into next week. That's a really good one. That's a really tough question to answer too, because it's very dependent on what you're looking at roster wise. But I would say like either side. If you feel like you need it, then do it. If you don't feel like you need it, don't do it. I could Smitty approve either end of that deal. That's a good one, bro. That's a really close one. This one's from Kenny. Kenny says, Foreman, Swift, Pittman, tight end is Higbee or likely. You got to go Foreman. He delivered, man. Swift isn't to be trusted. Pittman can't yet be trusted. I love owning him, but you can't be trusted yet. And go likely. As long as Andrews isn't declared 100%, some crazy stuff like that. My man, Smitty up late tonight. Best in the business. Thank you, AJ. Appreciate you. Who Dat Gator dropping yet another hauler on the screen. I have Camaro, Walker, Mostert, Devontae Adams, AJB, Olave, DeAndre Carter, Mike Williams on IR. Okay. I like that. You're probably in reference to something, Who Dat Gator, and I, again, in one ear and out the other ear with, 4,000 chat questions a live stream. I offered JT owner Dion. Okay. So you have Camaro, Waller, Mostert, Devontae, AJ Brown, Olave. You don't need to be trading him nothing, bro. I mean, I'd rather have your tight end than worry about getting Everett using Deion Jackson, bro. Make sure likely isn't on waivers, but I'd rather make him overpay. Make someone overpay. You've got a lot of power in Deion Jackson. This is a Jamal Williams equivalent you have right now, and you don't want to just throw it away because you want something for it. Don't settle. Don't settle. Najee Harris and Myers for Goddard. Bro. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we're here, Cruz. Bizarro world. This is an alternative reality that we're in. This universe that we're in right now. I'd rather have Goddard. I'd rather have Goddard, bro. He just dropped 100 and a touchdown. Looks phenomenal. He's a intricate part of that Philadelphia Eagle passing attack monster of a unit they got going out there on the field every single Sunday, Monday, and occasional Thursday. Give me Goddard. Give me the Goddard, bro. How do people have Mike Williams on IR? Well, dude doesn't play ball. Who Dat Gator says, I have Herbert too. I'm thinking getting Everett is the right move right now. Let me ask the chat. I mean, the nice thing is that he's going to rely upon him, right, with Mike Williams and Keenan out. I don't hate the idea. I just hate that you're giving this guy Dion. Maybe I don't need to make it about the other guy. Let's make it about you. Chat, should he trade Deion Jackson for Everett? Or do you wait, let Deion Jackson blow up again, and then you go get more? I like Everett. I don't hate Everett. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on this idea. Guys, what do we think? Do we finally Smitty approve Everett for Deion Jackson, or do we say don't do it? You got the Dolinator, bro. VSAN says hold. I think Everett is what he is. Deion pop off. Jackson. There's a chance JT goes on IR eventually. Possibly. Bro, everyone agrees with me. I'd hold Deion Jackson, bro. I'd start Deion Jackson this week. And your tight end situation is not that bad, bro. Atomic says no way. Don't trade Deion. Should I trade Andrews for Waddle? That's an okay trade. I go on either side of that one, depending on if you need a tight end, whether you need a wide receiver. I Smitty approve both sides of that equally. My guy. Punch it. All right, guys. Speed round, and then I'm out of here.
It's time.
It is time for the speed question and answer segment.
Oh, hold on. Once we do initiate speed answer question and answer session, keep it short. I'm not reading anything that's like 2 lines. It's like 1 line, one and a half lines, or that's it. Hold your questions real quick. You're the GOAT, Smitty. Love your content. Keep doing your thing, broski. That's it. Kenny didn't even ask a question. He's just dropping fire. Kenny.
Let's go, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, buddy.
Appreciate you, Kenny. All right, here we go. Speed round. Let's go. Fast questions only. Herbert. My side, Herbert, Everett, Eno for Aaron Jones. I take Aaron Jones in that. Tunyon or likely. Give me likely. Mahomey and Kelsey. I don't know what this is. Okay, next one. Some of these are too long. Palmer flex. Sure, Tyler. I don't know your options though. Swift. Let's see here. Swift for Najee, Amari Cooper. I'd take Swift over Najee at this point. Kamara, Saquon, Eckler, ETN rest of season. Give me Eckler, Saquon, Kamara, ETN. But ETN could be just as good as those guys. It's really, really close. Smitty, Hill, or Kyle Pitts. Probably Kyle Pitts, I guess. But I like Hill a lot this week. Deion Jackson or Palmer at flex if Deion's in for a heavy workload or starting Deion. Kirk or DJ Moore. Give me DJ Moore. Some of these are too long. Lane, you're dropping too much, bro. Andrews, Taysom, Hill, or Palmer. Give me Andrews as long as he's playing, bro. If he's not, then you got to go. Palmer's higher risk, higher reward. Hill's a little bit safer, probably. Pitts or Hawkinson rest of season. Probably Pitts, I'd say, but very, very close. Devontae Adams for Stevenson and Olave. Give me Devontae. It depends. If you need the depth, I could take either side. If you need a wide receiver, you got depth. I'd rather have Adams. If you need the running back and wide receiver breakup and have 2 players, I'm okay with either side of that. Chase, come back, please, says Jacob. Mostert or Foreman at flex. Give me Foreman. Kamara and Ertz for Kelsey and Swift. Probably Kelsey. Oh, my God. Probably Kelsey and Swift. I'd take the chance on that, but that's really hard, bro. Mostert and Garrett Wilson. Give me Mostert this week. Should I flex Swift or Jackson? Probably Deion Jackson if he's starting. Swift and JT for D-Hop. No, that's too much. That's too much. I couldn't do that. I might regret it, but I couldn't do it. Devernay and DeAndre Carter. I'd probably go Carter, I guess, as long as he looks healthy and ready to go. But that's a toss-up. I mean, I like Devernay a lot, though, for what he is. Kamara and Ertz versus... I already answered that one. No repeats. Stevenson is a safe start, sure. Everett or Taysom Hill at tight end. I go Taysom. C-Pat a buy. Depends on the cost. A very low buy, sure. Play 2. Jeff Wilson, Pacheco, Khalil... Go Khalil Herbert and Deion, bro. Pretty easy. Unless Deion doesn't get any run or something. Start Swift or Deion Jackson. If Deion Jackson's starting, Deion. St. Brown or Olave or JJ. Come on, bro. You got to keep JJ. I love Olave, but I don't think I can. You can't get rid of JJ. Rest of season, Pacheco or Clyde. Probably Pacheco. We'll see. Travis, JT, and Olave for Adams. Give me Adams. Bach, Evans, and Devontae Smith for Swift and Jamal. Give me Evans, I suppose, but that's tough. I just don't know if I want the Detroit running back situation right now. Swift, Hopkins, or ETN Sutton. Give me these are so tough. I guess chat, what do you think on this one? I need to go to the chat. Swift and Hopkins or ETN Sutton? Please vote for me on that one. Let's put that one up here. That is extremely difficult. Jonathan Taylor in the flex or Mooney, Dylan, Landry if no go for Taylor. Taylor in the flex. Mooney, Dylan. I don't. You don't have Deion Jackson, do you? I guess I'd go with Mooney, but I don't love that. Chase or D Adams for ETN, or D Jackson. Give me ETN over Chase all day long. All day long. All right, I'm scrolling down to the bottom. ETN Sutton. Very tough. Let's see here. Swift Hopkins. It's pretty torn, bro. Stump Smitty for the moon shot. This is sick. ETN side over Hopkins side, says Judith. Scott, those are too long, bro. You know Scott. You know the rules to this, Scott. No paragraphs. I'm not reading novels here. London or Rondell Moore or Palmer rest of season. Probably Rondell Moore right now, but maybe Joshua Palmer proves to be amazing. Myers Swift for Walker. Give me Walker all day long. Hines or Mooney half PPR. Probably right now Mooney, but like Hines eventually. Swift, Hopkins easily. Start Dobbs or Duvernay. Probably Duvernay, I guess. I don't know. You know what? Maybe Dobbs. I like both of them. Swift side higher upside, says Avia. Hawkinson or Njoku. Njoku's hurt, bro. So pretty easy one. Just for Hopkins, I'd do it, says the private pile. D-Hop or Fields for Hurts. Give me Hurts all day. I like D-Hop, but give me Hurts all day. Yeah, you can't start Hines yet. You gotta wait. All right, that's it. I didn't get to everybody. I tried my best. That's why I do that, because a lot of you say I don't answer the questions in the chat, but if I do that on these shows, at least you get a shot to get a question answered. Not to mention I answer almost every comment in the video description after. I went through like 2 hours last night and replied to everybody that I could. So if you have a question, please drop it in this video once it's over and it's up on YouTube, and you can comment, and it starts off with like 0 comments. Ask a question. I'll get to it tonight. I'll sit there and reply to you. So if I missed you, all you got to do is ask a question. Be one of the first people to do it, and you're going to get an answer from me, because I'm going to start attacking the questions tonight, and I'll stop at a certain point. So do it now. Go ask a question. Subscribe if you're new. Your boy Smitty's here Monday through Friday. Every single Monday through Friday. This is from Kenny. Oh, Kenny just dropping love. Appreciate you, Kenny. Thanks again, my pal. My broski. I'm live Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm live whenever news breaks, and I'm also live pretty much every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at midnight Eastern. And I'm live the last half hour leading into kickoff of the morning games. How do you get answered if you're asking a question during that? No problem, Lane. I don't care. I already forgot. Right here, I pinned the link if you want to become a YouTube exclusive member. Anybody with the $1.99 plan, $1.99 a month, can get access to ask a question during the Sunday morning live stream, which is the last half hour leading into kickoff. And everybody can watch it. It's a public video, but I do only answer those of you with the green names, YouTube exclusive members. So please ask a question on Sunday morning. If you are a YouTube exclusive member, I will answer you. No need to copy and paste, because I literally go through every one of the questions without skipping, going down. So please don't copy and paste during the Sunday morning show. And know that I'm not answering anything that's not the green name. And I don't do that a lot. I don't mean to like make people mad, like, hey, he's only going to answer green name questions for people paying the $1.99 a month. But I got to reward my people at some point. And so that's how I do it. I will see you all tomorrow night, unless news breaks. I'll go live again. I got to do Panic Chamber. Oh, no, we got today's not Friday. Today's Thursday. This is the Thursday night midnight show. It's now Friday morning. It's 4 a.m. We got Friday. I'm jumping ahead. We still got Friday to do. I'll be live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm live whenever news breaks. I'm also dropping the Panic Chamber tomorrow at some point, probably midday. Midday, I'll be here for the Panic Chamber episode. Your boy Smitty is going to be dropping somebody inside the Panic Chamber, brought to you by Grindhouse, GRNDHAUS, groundhouse.com. our sponsor, all these amazing hoodies. And I'm giving away a hoodie. We still haven't given away the spider hoodie yet. We're giving away a spider hoodie. This one right here. We're giving away this spider hoodie from Grindhouse. I was wearing it. I got the sleeve in there. Not giving you this one. You're going to get a fresh one. This is mine. But this is from Grindhouse. This is my personal version of it. This is the spider. These are all vintage tees and hoodies from our people over at Grindhouse. I mean, it's like the Beast. It's Reptilicus. It's Spider. It's they've got the new Frankenstein hoodies out that look phenomenal. I should get that on screen. Let's see if I can get the Frankenstein one. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Grindhouse.com. Grindhouse.com. Let me go there right now. Let me show you this new Frankenstein one. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. I love it. Frankenstein, where are you at? Oh, this Godzilla one. This one's phenomenal. Hold on. Let me see if I can screenshot this and share it real quick. This right here is an amazing one. This is the Godzilla versus King Kong, I believe. And I need to put this on screen because this is actually probably my favorite out of all of them. And I have the t-shirt of this one. This one right here. So it's they're all vintage movie tee prints, like they're billboards, and they're all from 40 years ago. So this one's King Kong versus Godzilla. This hoodie is absolutely phenomenal. They're the best quality. I wear them. I'm talking to them. I'm gonna be potentially doing this again next year because I love this company so much. I want to wear just this apparel on the show. We're gonna figure that out for next year. I love it. My whole family we wear it all the time. My daughter goes to school in it just nonstop. I'm telling you, they sent us a box of this stuff. I love this. I love it. This is not. I'm not even supposed to or required to promote them right now. Like they're in the Panic Chamber episode. I promote them every chance I get because I absolutely love the company, love the owner, love the business, love the model, love movies, and love hoodies, and it's like the perfect marriage of everything I love. We got football. We're talking about football. We got hoodies and a clothing line and movies in vintage movies at that. So I just want to give them a special shout out because I absolutely love this brand. Grindhouse.com. Follow them on Instagram at Grindhouse Supply. Go check out everything they have to offer. We're giving away the spider. So this week I'll tell you tomorrow on tomorrow's Panic Chamber how to enter for the spider hoodie. You get to pick the size. Order it. I'll tell you how if you win. And we'll give that away tomorrow. Appreciate everybody. Get ready for tomorrow's Panic Chamber. You know JT's in the Panic Chamber. Doors will be closed on JT, on Swift, on a bunch of different players. Those doors will be closed. So get ready for that Panic Chamber episode tomorrow. See you all in the morning / afternoon for that Panic Chamber episode later. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Ada. Appreciate you. Ada says drop one. I'm dropping probably, I don't know. If I've got to drop one, I guess Eno. I hate dropping one of those guys though. Appreciate you all, guys. See you all tomorrow with the Panic Chamber and the 7 p.m. show. The Panic Chamber may be the 7 p.m. show if we have breaking news You know what I mean? I might have to combine some things and move some things around. So bear with me. Peace out.
Smitty, you're not hearing me. I don't know a lot about fantasy football. I know everything about fantasy football. Woo! You know...
Are you watching the Fantasy Football Show on Spotify? A video show on Spotify. Hey, Smitty, there are only a few video shows on Spotify. You're one of them. That's right, Bob. And I'm on Spotify daily, dropping daily Spotify videos. So get on over there, search me on Spotify, The Fantasy Football Show, or go to smitty1.com. I got the link right there, as I do links to everything else I have. All my links are at smitty1.com. I will see you on Spotify as we're taking over Spotify video. And I'll also see you on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show. Now get out of here. Take a lap.
Woo! You know...